Yes, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Tottenham's new watch-along. We're doing another multi-stream, but this time I'm doing it with Savva. And Savva's going to have to introduce himself for his channel. I'm going to do the same. Savva, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm really, really good. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to this comfortable 3 points. How are you?
I don't know if it's going to be comfortable, mate. I don't know if it's going to be comfortable. But I tell you what, we do want it to be comfortable is this stream, guys. If you are just dialing in, we're going to remind you that the kind of not the rules, but the requests, if you like, are running down the bottom there. We are doing it to 2 different streams. To Savva's for the first time. I usually done this before with Henry and with Dave Irish Hotspur, but I'm doing it with Savva for the first time. So the rules are pretty. Whichever channel that you come in from, if you smash the like on that one, that would be really helpful. Hit the subscribe if you haven't, of course. And then get over. The title should be in the title. There should be the link to the other person's channel. If you haven't already, then hit the subscribe on that channel and also smash the like. And then come back to the channel that you entered on. And then, you know, at some point during the stream, whatever, you can join the other one. We're trying to kind of share around the kind of view time and stuff because unfortunately YouTube up to shenanigans and they demonetize streams and take away subscribers and things. So it's all very interesting. But mate, the teams are out.
I've just seen it. As I've just seen in the corner of my eye, Jared Bowen wheeling away after scoring a goal. So yes, the teams are out. Yes.
Hang on, let's start quickly. What happened with Man United are 1-0 down at West Ham?
Yeah. Jared Bowen scored again. I'd love that guy. I'd love that guy.
Brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes. I've just seen the teams. Yes. Interesting.
Right, let me get it up for us. Not sharing that. Let's bring it up for everybody as well. Share screen. Here we go. Wowzers. How's it looking? In goal, how about we have Vicario? Can you see this properly on the screen? Is it up on the screen? It's not on the screen yet.
It's not at the moment. No, it's not at the moment.
Vicario in goal. Pedro Porro right back. Romero, Ben Davies. The interesting one was what's going to happen to you, doggy. It is Emerson Royale. Then we've got interesting Pape Sarr, Ollie Skip, and Kulusevski in the midfield 3. Johnson on the right, Richarlison through the middle, and Sonny on the left. And on the bench, if you can see that, we've got Fraser Foster, Alfie Dorrington, Eric Dyer's back on the bench.
Yeah, good old Eric Dyer.
We've got 3 centre-backs. We've got Højbjerg and Lo Celso as midfield options. And we have Brian Hill, Jamie Donnelly, and Alejo Veliz. I feel like there's someone missing.
Brian Hill, Donnelly, Veliz.
Obviously, the team without suspended. No, maybe that's it.
No, I don't think so. We've got a couple of suspensions, a couple of injuries. No, it looks. I would say full strength. I guess the only thing for me was I thought it would be Højbjerg instead of Skip. But
Højbjerg not there. Højbjerg's not there, is he?
Højbjerg's on the bench, isn't he?
On the bench. Yeah.
So Skip over Højbjerg and Lo Celso.
I mean, I don't want to say it too soon, but what are we doing here? Why is Ollie Skip starting? He did mention it in the pre-match press conference. He did say at some point in the next few games, Ollie Skip's going to get a go.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, listen, easy to say now. Listen, I want a caveat. You know me, I like a caveat. I do think we're going to win this game. I do feel having Skippy in that midfield, though, does make us slightly weaker because, you know, Everton are a very hard-working, bustling team, and they'll be quite robust in that midfield. However, you know, if Ollie Skip can't come in and have a good game against no disrespect Everton, then he shouldn't really be at Spurs. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it should change the result of the game in any way, shape, or form. But interesting.
Midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, Everton have gone with Garner, Onana, and the other one is Decore's out, isn't he? So they've gone with is it Gay in the midfield there? Gay. Yeah. But
here we go. Can we get it up? Can we see it? Let's have a look. See, why can't I see the screen? We've got Pickford in goal, Tarkowski and Branthwaite. Good player, Branthwaite. I want to talk about him in a minute with you. Then Patterson and Mikolenko. That's the fullbacks. Anana, Garner. There's two Garners. Dwight McNeil, Jack Harrison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, is it?
About there is their mate Onana's their best player, but only when he turns up, right?
Yeah. I don't know why they Garner. I mean, it's Idrissa Gay, right? That is Idrissa Gay.
Look, of course it is. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah.
Look, I'm grateful that Decore is not playing. I think he's a handful. I think he's a bit of a beast of a footballer. I like Onana, and Garner's done quite well in there. But should we really be looking? Look, if we've got, I'll say this all the time. If we've got ambitions to qualify for Champions League, to keep on the coattails of the bigger clubs, so to speak, you've got to win this game, right? And I don't listen. This is a hard-working team. But we shouldn't be worried about that at White Hart Lane, should we? Surely.
Well, I don't think we should. But if you're going to make, if you're gonna like put together an argument as to why you might, then I think the argument starts around the 23rd of September. Beating Brentford away from home. Forget about the cup, but they did beat Aston Villa away from home.
Yeah.
They then Luton at home. They then beat Bournemouth at home. They lost to Liverpool, but that's what most people do. And they had a man sent off. They beat West Ham away from home. They then they beat Burnley at home. They then drew with Brighton. They then beat Crystal Palace away from home.
Yeah.
They beat Nottingham Forest away from home. I think if I'm not mistaken, is that not 5 away wins?
Yeah, they're I believe they're second to us in the away form table, right? I think we've taken 18 and they've taken 16 points. To be fair, can we call it for what it is? Sean Dyche has done an absolutely fabulous job. I mean, he really, really has. But
yeah, the guy's really stepping up and impressing. But like I say, that's the thing, right? On paper, there should be no issue here. Tottenham at home should be able to compete, should be able to dominate, should be able to win all the battles, even with our somewhat fractured squad still. But you look at that away form and you go, how are they doing it? What is it? The way they're set up? I don't watch Everton that closely to really analyze or understand, what they've done there, mate. But are you more familiar? Like, how have they?
I've watched them. I mean, look. First of all, they're very, very, very good at set pieces. Now West Ham have just gone 2-0 up, by the way. Kudos, who's fast becoming a very good signing. And if I'm not wrong, doesn't that put West Ham 3 points behind us? So it makes the game even more important today. What was I saying? Yeah, look, Everton are very good in the air, very strong. They've got a lot of big players. That's going to be a really interesting aspect, Sean, because if I'm not wrong, we've not conceded a goal from a corner, have we, all season?
No, I think we're the only team that hasn't.
Right. So that's going to be a really interesting aspect. They're very good at it. We're very good at defending them. Let's see. Because is there a lot of height in our team? If we're looking today?
I'll tell you what, one thing I would say. I always thought that Romero wasn't that great in the air. But I saw a statistic on Twitter that showed that he's won 78% of his aerial duels this year. He's the number one in the top 5 or 6 leagues for aerial duels. It's an incredibly high statistic, and he's only 6
He's done much better.
Right, really improved when he's playing or whatever,
Yeah, I'm just looking at it and thinking, I mean, it's quite. Is it a small team? You look at Sonny, Decky's not that. Is Decky that tall? Is he that good in the air? I don't really think about it. But
6'9.5". He can jump. I think Pedro Porro, I was always terrified of. But when I went to the Wolves game and I saw him win absolutely everything in the air from corners, he stands at the front post or he's the person who gets towards if there's a low cross, he wins absolutely everything. Emerson Royale has always traditionally been very, very good defensively when the balls are pinged in late in the air.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Ben Davies. Ben Davies is all right in the air. I think it's more about not necessarily big, but sort of timing and kind of just knowing your positional sense. I think that our back four is competent, and then you look to the midfield. Ollie Skip's pretty small, isn't he? I don't really think of him as a decent, aerial threat kind of.
No.
Storyteller.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, that's where I think that. Listen, I think we're going to have the lion's share of possession, right? I think we know that. I think we're going to have a lot of the football. But Everton are happy with that, right? Everton are happy for teams to have the football. They dig in, they work hard. they've got threat on the wing as well. When you look at, I think Harrison's a good player. I think he's a good footballer. I think Dwight McNeil is steady. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's the best player I've ever seen, but you know what you're going to get from him. He can deliver a good ball in.
Just quickly, sorry, Sav, just quickly. Is my audio better now? Because I've just seen someone say my audio.
Whatever you've just done right this second, yes.
Yeah.
Whatever you've just done.
Now. Sorry, it tweaked back to some other stupid setting. There you go.
Yeah.
Back in the game. Sorry, Karen, what you were saying?
No. It's just I think that's what they're going to try and do. I think what most teams try and do to Spurs, right, is hit us on the break. I think they know we're going to be a team that has a lot of the ball. They know the line we're going to play. And I think that is what they will try to exploit. I watched them last week before, whenever it was, against Burnley. Obviously a very different team. But again, Burnley had a lot of the football. Everton sat in and then liked to try and break with who was playing on that day? Mikalenko and was it Patterson? I think the right back was Patterson. And then with McNeil and Harrison. That's what they did. They broke on them. I think they'll try and do that to us. I just think I'm not as worried. I think I've seen a lot of shows this week where people are like, oh, I don't know. I'm quite confident with it. And you know me, normally I'm the pessimistic one, right? But I'm quite confident that we'll win this comfortably. I think it'll be we've
got a good record against we've got a really good record against Everton at home generally, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Yes, so I think we'll win comfortably. I think there's enough in our team going forward. But again, it's one of those: get the early goal, and I think we could batter them. Don't get the early goal, and it starts turning into one of those games, right? Where you know it's oh my god, we've had 15 shots, 16 shots, 7. Do you know what I mean? And almost like a Luton, a Sheffield United, those games where it was quite frustrating.
Well, so West Ham, right? Aston Villa. Against Aston Villa at home, I think we dominated. We created chances. We couldn't put them away. Against West Ham, we had all the possession, but we didn't really create anything. Against Wolves, we didn't really create anything or even have the possession. But I think that there's in order for Tottenham to click, you need everything to come together at the same time. You need to have high possession, high momentum, high tempo. You then need to have chance creation. And then ultimately you need to convert. And against Newcastle, that's what clicked. Everything against Newcastle, it was one after the other in that ticking box exercise. Against Nottingham Forest, didn't really feel like we were at our best. Although it's weird, mate. I was at the game at Nottingham Forest and I didn't feel like we did very much. But then when I came home and watched the extended highlights, the highlights sort of showed me a different game to what I watched. It looked like in all of the highlights, like Tottenham had some good chances as well, and it was like it's if you compress the 90 minutes into 5 minutes, it looked like Tottenham were put on a good show. But when I was in the ground, I was like, "What's going on? We're back to playing. It's like Wolves again."
Well, I think it's been. Listen, it's been a great start to the. If we forget that the bad form all happened in 5 games, right?
Yeah.
If somebody had said to you after 17 games we played that you're gonna have lost that many, won this many, scored that many, you'd be happy, right? In the main, our performances have been good. There has been some performances though where you look at it. See you later. Send me the address. Sorry, I'm going to a friend's tonight for dinner. I need the address. I won't share the address on here though. We've played well in most games. But as we said, there has been games where we've not played well but got over the line. There has been games where we've not played well and didn't get over the line. So I've got a feeling though we might put on a bit of a show today. I don't know why. I just you get that feeling as a fan sometimes. I've had it all week. I just feel like their away wins have to come to an end at some point. And I just feel like we've won the last 2. This could be 3 in a row, and I think this sets us up nicely for Brighton. So I think we're gonna. I've got 3-1 in my mind. I've had that in my mind all week.
Have you got any decent bets on? Because I don't know if you talk about bets on your channel. Whenever I do multi-streams with Henry, he's always like, "You can't mention bets. You can't mention bets." I'm like, "Oh, shut up. We're talking about bets." So
do you know what I normally do? It's normally a Saturday ACCA. I haven't actually done it yet because I like to see team news.
Well, I hope it didn't include Aston Villas, or if you did, because Aston Villa, I reckon so many ACCAs were ruined. So many weekend ACCAs were ruined last night by Aston Villa. In fact, let's talk about that for a second before we get to the bets. Aston Villa. Yes. What happened there last night? Is that if they lost that game 1-0 and then their home record's broken, does the kind of like this protective seal that sort of sits around the energy of Villa Park, has that been kind of penetrated by the worst team or one of the worst teams in the Premier League, and now that's it? Aston Villa's kind of run of dominance at home, and then the way they can take it away from home, is it over? And maybe it's not over now because they still managed to maintain their unbeaten run at home. Like, what's the takeaway from Villa?
I think the takeaway from Villa last night was that I reckon 19 other clubs all sat there going, "Come on, Sheffield United, hold on."
100%.
And then I think that from an Aston Villa fan's point of view, they'll be very, very relieved that, okay, whilst they missed the opportunity, they managed to hold on for the point. Look, these are the defining moments for teams, right? You know, like sometimes you go, right, this is the difference. If Villa win that last night, I brought up all their fixtures, their next 12 fixtures,
they got like an incredible, not easy, there's no easy games, are there? But
it's like they've got all the tough games out of the way in the last month, right? You know, Spurs, Arsenal, City, they got them all out of the way. But look, it'll be interesting to see, do they bounce back in their next game and just go win, or does that start a downfall? But look,
who's next for them?
I believe they've got. Hang on 1 second. I can tell you right now. Aston Villa have got. Aston Villa have got Man United away, followed by Burnley at home, Everton away, Newcastle home, Sheffield United away, Man United home. Listen, I don't know. For me, this year, anyone's beating everyone, right? I don't feel like the quality is quite there. So I feel like Aston Villa will be absolutely gutted from their perspective that was a massive drop of 2 points. But from a Spurs perspective, we put the Spurs spin on Aston Villa last night. There's no excuses. We've got to close that gap. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Aston Villa, for me, are the biggest threat to fourth place. They're our 100%. Biggest threat. Because you know my opinion. I think the top three will be the top three in some way, shape, or form of City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
Yeah,
Villa for me are the biggest threats. Man United, I don't think are as big a threat because of games like this. Losing 2-0 today when they had a chance to go within 2 points of us. So listen, no excuses today. I don't want any. Oh, there was injuries or that. You've got to win, right? There can't be any excuses. Got to win this game and close the gap to Villa. Got to.
I completely agree, mate. I think that part of that story starts with an early goal. Just quickly, is it your camera's jumping a little bit? Is my camera, my Wi-Fi seemingly okay to you?
Yeah, you're okay. It hasn't flickered for me. Let me know if it keeps happening.
Yours was just jumping a little bit. Let us know in the comments, guys, if everyone can hear and see everyone okay. Just want to make sure there's no Wi-Fi delays. So yeah, for an early goal, right? As I was saying before, mate, you know, I feel like against Newcastle, everything clicked. After the run of bad results, I feel like Postecoglou must have given, you know, he's apparently known now for just giving these wonderful pre-match team talks that inspires everybody. Even the people that don't speak English seem to come away pumped up, not knowing what's been said, but just feeling the energy. Do you like? I think that's what's required now. Like, I really hope that the players are not going to sit there and kind of go, it's Christmas, you know, like, just take the foot off the gas, so almost treat it like I felt the way we treated the West Ham game. You know, in the first 10 minutes, even I was guilty of doing it. I was sitting there talking to, I'm going to name drop here. I was talking to Chrissy Houghton on my left and Gus Poyet on my right. We were all.
Of course you were. Obviously, that's who we all talked to during the game, innit? Chrissy Houghton and Gus Poyet.
Tunnel club settings. But yeah, I was saying, like, you know, it all seems a little bit too easy. And Houghton was like, yeah, you know, it feels that way, but until you get the first goal, until you cement that, and we got the first goal, but we didn't really kick on. And then obviously what happened. And I think that today, if it's 0-0 at half time, Sean Dyche settings is going to kind of come in, and then he's going to start to be a little bit more bolshy, get a bit more aggressive, look for a reaction, try and grab a free kick, you know, and then he's going to cause damage. So, you know, who are you looking for today to find that magic early on that's going to give us a sort of settling feeling?
I think it's going to need to be Decky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, when you look at, I mean, first and foremost, to go back to your earlier part of the question, Well, good player, by the way, Gus Poyet. Good, very good.
He's so tall.
Yeah,
he's
really
so tall.
Really tall.
Really
yeah,
tall.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was 6'4", 6'4.5". He's massive.
Yeah, really tall. Look, to answer your question, what we don't want to see is a kind of laboured, but it's nearly Christmas type performance. What you want to see is, right, guys, this is the last game before Christmas at home. We've got Brighton away next, which is a tricky game because you never know what you're going to get from Brighton these days. So go out there and put them to the sword. Look, when you look at that team now, that team today, the creativity I see is going to have to be from Son, the Son version from Newcastle, that creativity from Son.
Yeah.
Which I think was
driving at the Everton right back, right?
Driving at him, but I think the difference between that game and this game is the difference between that game and this game is Newcastle play, don't they? Newcastle didn't come to White Hart. I call it White Hart Lane. Newcastle didn't come to White Hart Lane to sit back. I think Everton are going to sit in more, and that is not what wingers want. Wingers do not want the team to sit back because there's no room to get behind. So that, for me, means Decky in those central positions is going to be key today. Get him on the ball, let him start prodding some of those passes, create some through balls, create some mayhem. Because I don't think Brennan Johnson is particularly creative, if I'm brutally honest. I don't think he is naturally creative technically. I think he's a problem with his pace, but I don't think he's naturally creative. And then Sarr and Skip, that's not their game, right? They're not known for trickery and getting on the ball and pulling strings. So for me, very much on Decky. But again, get Porro into the game down the right hand side and overload. I think you're going to have to overload a lot today, but I'm not worried. Famous last words. 2 hours time, you'll be telling me off for saying that, but I'm not worried.
I think you're spot on there, mate. Because I think if you're looking at Emerson Royale, you're not going to look to him really to be that attacking threat. He might be slightly getting better than he was under Conte at ball at feet, but he really isn't that guy. Pedro Porro is. For me, Pedro Porro is a versatile player that if ever there was a real drastic problem, you could put him into an 8 and he would do an okay job, right? So I think you're right.
He's a footballer, isn't he? Like, you know what? I think people get me wrong when I say this. Like, sometimes you watch a player and go, that's a quality footballer versus that's a quality defender or a quality mid. Do you know what I mean? He's a footballer with a ball at his feet. Sometimes gets him in trouble. Sometimes when he's about 30 yards from our goal and I see him doing these really overconfident things and you're like, oh my God, don't do that. But very, very good footballer. Get him in on the right-hand side. You're going to have to try and overload on Mikalenko on that side. But, hey, we're going to have to try and get balls into Richarlison. But Everton's back two have been very good. They've been big. So good. And they are big. Yeah, Branthwaite.
That Branthwaite fella. Well, I mean, we've been linked with him a little bit. I think that's more just out of Tottenham need a left-footed, left-sided centre-back who can play ball. Who are they in world football? Oh, there's one at Everton who's emerging. He's 22. That'll do for a story. But Everton put million, apparently they put £100 million price tag on him. I really like this guy. I think he is he's a breath of fresh air in an Everton team that usually stumble and sit back. He likes to bring the ball out and to get things going. He's kind of like the first gear of an engine for Everton, and I really admire that because I think that in a better team or in a team with different systems and different kind of responsibilities, I think he would thrive and flourish. But but he's also big and tall and strong and fast and can jump and head. He's got like the whole kind of kit and caboodle to become a really top player. And next to him, you've got Tarkowski, who's a little bit dirty, a little bit nasty, but again, big. Reminds me a little bit of the fella at Wolves. Who's the guy at Wolves?
What now?
Wolves. Yeah, the Wolves centre back now.
Kilman? You thinking of Kilman?
Max Kilman. Yeah, they kind of him and Tarkowski I kind of think of in kind of similar veins. A little bit dirty, but like been around the block, know how to play, know how to get the job done.
Spot on. That being around the block. Do you know what? James Tarkowski, I say this every summer. I would love James Tarkowski as part of our squad. Now, when people go, oh, he's not. Listen, James Tarkowski is the ultimate professional. Been there, seen it, done it. And you know what he loves? To defend. Yeah, people are talking about bringing the ball out and passing range. And he loves to defend, and you can't have enough of that. The partnership that they've built has been very, very good. Everton haven't been conceding goals. Not to say we can't score goals today, but they haven't been conceding goals. But that's for us to try and prod and probe and break them down. This is where we'll see today. You know, Richarlison's been in good form for him, right? These are the games where let's see what he's got, because this is going to be a tougher game. I think this will be tougher than Newcastle, because Newcastle wanted to play. And I almost think if you come and play against Spurs,
this is like Sheffield United again, isn't it? This is like one of those like sit in, but they're a better version than Sheffield United are doing it. And they found a method to do it away from home that's got them 5 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5, whatever. So they found a kind of template of how to play against better teams at their own ground. And listen, I know you're saying you're confident. I'm surprised that you're that confident going into it. For me,
listen, if we're as good as everyone thinks we are, right? If we're as good as we all think we are, we all say we are with this team, and Andrew's got them. I don't see an issue with it, right? I think Everton are they're a hard work. You know what you're going to get, right? And the biggest compliment I can give Sean Dyche is saying it's a Sean Dyche side. You know what you're going to get from a Sean Dyche side. They would have been on the training ground this week, militant in their drills, militant studying how we play. They're not going to. He's not come here, has he? He's not come here and said, right, guys, go on, all of you off the leash, go on, just go at Spurs. We know that's not going to happen. But they're going to play for free kicks, 30, 40 yards out. They're going to play for corners. They're going to play for long throw-ins. We know what they're going to do. If we play our game, we win. I think if we have a West Ham type game, then we make it difficult for ourselves. But we should be winning this game. For me, all I'll say is this. You know me, Sean, I don't normally do excuses. I'm not having any excuse today. That team is by far good enough to beat Everton. There's no excuses for me. You've got to win that game.
For me, I hear you. I do hear you. And it's interesting because I feel like I'm probably the more unsure about this of the two of us. I think on paper we're a better team, but when you look at what Everton have managed to create out of what they've got since that 10-point deduction, they're galvanized. They're getting like every juice from the squeeze that they absolutely can, and they found a template to do it away from home. And then when I look at Tottenham's recent form at home, I was saying this before, I was like, Tottenham play better away from home than we do at home at the moment. Ever since the Chelsea game, something's changed a little bit. And even again, like Newcastle aside, West Ham, we didn't play very well. Villa, we played well for the first 40 minutes and then didn't happen. And then obviously we got sucker punched. But both of those games had Udogie in the team. And I think Emerson Royale on the left is going to be left wanting a little bit. So back to your point, there's a massive responsibility on our right-hand side to go at Mikalenko and go at Jared Branthwaite. What I would say is Ollie Skip for me is the unknown. If he turns up and plays like the version of him that we've seen occasionally, then cool. I'm really surprised. I'm very much surprised that he's gone for that particular midfield three today.
The only thing I can think of is, look, for me, it was going to be, I didn't think Lo Celso was going to quite be fit enough, right? And I can only
that's obviously the case, right? He must be.
I can only assume that. I think then the question was him versus Højbjerg.
Højbjerg or Skip, right?
Sean, I think you know me well enough now. I don't want either of those two people at my club, right? I don't. But let's see what he's made of today. Yeah, let's see. This is gonna, as I said, this is gonna be a game where we see a lot of the football. What do we do with it? Because you've got him and Sarr in the game, as I said, who are both not just defensive, but both don't have that creative gene in them. So it's going to be very much about what do we do with the amount of football that we have. And I'll be surprised if we don't see Lo Celso in the second half. I'll be surprised. But look, I'm not trying to be arrogant saying, oh, Everton are bad, that's why we're going to beat them. I just think we've got too much in attack. I think we got
if Tottenham go and beat them 3-0, you know, you were absolutely spot on the money. I think we've got a lot. For me, like always, against these sorts of teams, you think back to, you know, last year, you know, Tottenham against low block teams, if you score early and you score first, it's usually okay. Everything's good. It usually takes the second goal, right? This, like, you get the first goal, you go fantastic. Now just get the second goal, and then we can all kind of breathe a sigh of relief, because if you only the one goal cushion is never enough. But if you don't get the first goal, Everton are going to grow into their confidence, and then I'm just looking at players like Ollie Skip and think, do you have 90 minutes in you for a start? I don't think he's played. Has he played 90 minutes this season for Tottenham? I don't think so. Maybe against Fulham in the Carabao Cup. Did he play in that game?
Think of. Yeah, he did. I can't think of too many appearances for him where he played more than kind of like the last 15, 20 minutes to shut a game out.
Yeah, and it looks like
but you've got to show what you've got. This is where you've got to show what you've got. I personally don't think that. I think if you want to go places as a club, if you want to get to the stage where you are challenging every year and you're being talked about as one of the elite clubs and winning trophies, I don't think Ollie Skips are quite good enough to do that. Yes, I'm not saying he can't ever have a good game, by the way, but I'm talking about consistently over 38 league games. I think you need better, but let's see what he's made of today. Everton, by the way, are top of the form table. So they're doing something right. They've only conceded 3 goals in 5 games. And yeah, they're right there in form. They're right there. So I think it should be a good game. But you called it earlier. An early goal is crucial for me. Don't get to half time at 0-0. Do you know what I mean? Don't get to half time with Sean Dyche getting them back in the change room saying, "There you go, hang on in there. Just hang on in there. Win some more free kicks. Spurs will blow out of steam. Don't give them that. Don't give them that, and I think we'll be fine."
I completely agree, mate. It looks like West Ham have they've just won. Have they 2-0?
Yeah, they have. They've gone. They're 3 points behind us now, West Ham. They're in a. Yeah, they're doing all right, aren't they?
What are we? Let's. I mean, they are currently sit. Let me get the league table up. Am I showing the right tab? Hang on a second. Let's bring it up for everyone to see. What are we thinking? Why isn't it showing? Add to stage. That's why. What do we make of West Ham, mate? We've got half an hour to chew on before I want to talk to you about coming up games for Tottenham, but we might as well include a little bit of everything everything that's happening around us. Are West Ham entering the threat? Are they a threat to the top 5, top 6, or are they? Is this just a bit of like momentum for them? Have they? I mean, look, for me, Paquetá and Kudos, they've got this little relationship going here, and with the likes of Jared Bowen. They've got a really good team, mate. I think they're far better without Declan Rice. They've spent that Declan Rice money so well, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. I actually like their midfield 3 of Souček, Ward-Prowse and Alvarez. I think it's got that still to it with that bit of creativity from Madison. That's not him. That's our bloke. Ward-Prowse. Yeah. And then I like their front 3. I'd take all 3 of their front 3 in our squad. I think Paquetá is a very unorthodox footballer, but clearly very talented. Very talented. Kudos for me. What a steal!
I can't believe we didn't. I can't believe no one else went for him. I cannot. It was like it just out of he's going to West Ham. Why? Yeah. Why have West Ham got free reign on this guy? This guy's an absolute. Everyone in our world was talking about him. Like we all kind of knew how good he would be, and he hasn't let. I just don't understand why he's gone to West Ham. But
I mean, I would have taken him. I would have taken him over Johnson. So I know people are gonna
100%, 1,000,000%.
Kudos is my type of player. I'm not saying Brendan Johnson won't do some good things. Kudos is my type of footballer, where it's technical ability, whereas I think Brendan Johnson is a lot of raw pace. I think Brendan Johnson is the sort of player for me. Every 3 or 4 games will do something where you go, "Oh, that's good." But can he do it consistently? We'll see. He's still young. He's still raw. Kudos for me is my type of footballer. Jared Bowen, by the way, one of my favourite players in the league. I think Jared Bowen.
He's so good, isn't he? So good.
I think I would love to see him and Sonny in the same team.
He'll never come to Tottenham. No. I could see him in a Liverpool shirt.
Yeah, I tell you what, when West Ham sell Mo Salah, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That is who I would go for all day long. Jared, but he's now, if I'm not wrong, he's now the second top goal scorer in the league.
26, 27, isn't he, Jared Bowen?
Yeah, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. West Ham squad. Here we go. Jared Bowen is He's 27 years of age. He turned 27 3 days ago.
He's not even at his peak yet. The geezer is phenomenal. His passion, his work rate, his stamina, his technique, his fight, his ability to pass, his finishing. He is a classy player.
He is.
And I don't know if he'll ever lose. I could see him going to Liverpool. I could also see him in an Arsenal shirt, but I just don't think he'll ever come to Tottenham because of his, I know he's not a West Ham boy, but he's become a West Ham boy.
Yeah. What being with Danny Dyer's daughter, yeah. So don't want Daddy-in-law to beat you up if you move to Spurs. Look, I think Jarrod Bowen is massively underrated. He keeps scoring goals, and he can play off the right. This season, he's playing more predominantly through the middle, which I think was a bit of a masterstroke from David Moyes. What they've done from taking Antonio out of that central area, I think they've gone from get the ball into Antonio and let him bully players to being more of a fluid front three that scare defenses. Very much on the counter attack. They're very, very good. It almost reminds me where you had Kane and Son and Lucas Moura. It's kind of that on the counter attack with Kudus, Bowen, and Paqueta. You said, should the top 5 be worried about them?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they're 3 points off of us. Yes.
And who have West Ham got coming up? I can bring up. Let me bring up.
They've got. Well, they've got Arsenal away next. So
okay, they'll probably struggle there. Here we go. You can see it on the screen, I think.
Yeah.
Arsenal, West Ham, and then West Ham, Brighton. Brighton are just all over the place.
Yeah, you never know with them, do you? You just don't know with Brighton.
Sheffield United. And then Bournemouth. You could easily see West Ham picking up 9 points from 12, couldn't you?
Yeah, they're a strange team because, like, they win games and they look convincing. Like, they come to our ground, they beat us. Then they go to Fulham and get slapped 5-0. Do you know what I mean? I just think there's so much inconsistency in this league right now. But to answer your question, I think respectfully, people have to talk about them in the conversation because they are there.
It's not for the Champions League. Because I'd be surprised they were to make top 4. Let's assume that the Champions League is 4, right? If Champions League extends to 5, then I think it opens up to a lot of people. But for that to happen, you're going to have to rely on teams that you hate and don't want to do well in Europe to actually do well in Europe. Like West Ham doing well in Europe might actually extend the option for the 5th place team to get Champions League. And so if West Ham do well in the Europa League, and it looks like, I think they're the 3rd or 4th favourites right now to lift the cup, which is mad. But if they do get that far, then they're probably going to take their eye off the league a little bit. So it's one of those kind of 22s for West Ham, right?
Yeah, but do you know what though? That they seem to have got it down to an art. This playing in Europe thing. Do you know what I mean? They seem to have conquered it, so to speak. Look, West Ham are a funny one. Look, do I think they'll get Champions League? No, I think that's probably a step beyond them. If we're talking about top 7 for Europe, I mean, from where they are,
right in
exactly
there,
we're one game away from being exactly halfway through the table, and they've got 30 points. Last season, let's see what last season, what you needed, right? So last season, 61 points got European football. So West Ham, if they get 1 point from their next game, are slap bang halfway towards that total. Now, I know it's not an exact science, but you can only go by... I'll tell you what, let's have a look. The season before, the top 7 was 56. So, like, it was 56 to 61 points. Look, I think you've got to respect them. What they're doing is very good. They seem to have found a way to shut up shop at the back a little bit more. Look, it's getting interesting, isn't it? Newcastle are there, West Ham are there, Spurs are there, Villa are there. It's an interesting league. I'll say that much.
Just quickly, 5 minutes. I want to get your take on what the other team that we're talking about here. Let me go back to it, and that's Manchester United.
Yeah.
Another disappointing. Someone was saying that Saeed's losing his mind or something. They're back down to 8th. 9 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw. For me, of those 9 wins, 6 of them were very lucky. 6 of them they didn't. 7 of them they didn't do well. I think they started the season with wins against teams that they were very fortunate with penalties being given for them and penalties not being given against them. I know every team has their supporters that will always think the VAR is out to get them, and Manchester United, for some reason, seem to always think that VAR is out to get them, even though I can remember 3 or 4 moments when they should have or shouldn't have got what they did. They got wins on the back of games that I don't think they deserve. So for me, like, whilst they might be on 28 points, in terms of like deserving victories in the games that they've got, you could actually say I think Manchester United's performances are down there with like the Forest and Palace.
Look who they've been. Look who they've been picking their 3 points up from. It's been Luton's, Fulham's, was it Sheffield United? I feel like they've picked up wins.
Yeah, they're beating little teams, aren't they?
So which is fine if mid-table sort of 7th to 10th is what you want to do in the league. At some point, though, you've got to pick up some points from the better teams, and I don't think they're good enough to. Look, I always try and, for devil's advocate, I will say, if you look at today's game and you look at the players they didn't have available, it is a huge list. That is the only saving grace which I think is keeping Ten Hag there.
Who was missing? Sorry, I'm not familiar.
Casemiro, Dalot, Diallo, Lindelof, Maguire, Malacia, Martial, Martinez, Mount, Sancho, Varane. So it's quite in depth. I think that's what's keeping him in a job. I think they're probably going, hang on, this is a bit harsh to sack a manager when he's got that many out.
Yeah.
However, a lot of those apparently are going to be back by January.
Yeah.
He's got to have a better second half of the season. Because at the moment, you watch Man United, I'll be honest.
Well, they're out of Europe altogether right now.
Right.
They're not, so, I mean...
I watched them. They play like Conte played. If I'm honest, I find them absolutely dull as dishwater.
Did you want Ten Hag at Tottenham a long time ago before we got...
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah, because...
Skipped the bullet on that one, haven't we, a little bit? I just think the guys... You know what it was for me, Savva? The very first day he joins Manchester United, I remember I remember seeing on Sky Sports News, a Sky Sports News journalist trying to have a conversation with him as he arrived at the training ground, and he had 2 like 7-foot burly, security guards that basically pushed the journalist away, and Ten Hag didn't want anything to do it. And this was before he even made his first interaction or whatever, or within the first couple of days of him being there. And I was like, I don't know if you're going to get on in the Premier League. You're at Manchester United. Part of that is the pressure of the media. If you're not prepared to just have little kind of incidental communications with the press as Manchester United manager, then you're going to struggle to win over the media. And if you struggle to win over the media, you're going to struggle to win over the masses. And for me, I think that for me, I saw that and I was like, that doesn't look good for me. He's a bit arrogant, a bit too kind of personality.
Very cocksure of himself. Look, do you know what? I'll be honest. Would I have taken him at Spurs at that time? Yes, because at that time, I'm guessing you're thinking the same as me. At that time, you're thinking, right, he's going to bring that philosophy of that Ajax team that were brilliant to watch. You remember Ajax when we played them twice? Yes, we knocked them out. But they were excellent in both legs versus us, weren't they? The football they played, keeping the ball. And I'm guessing you're thinking to yourself, he's going to bring that with him. He's got to bring that with him. For whatever reason, it's not happened at Man United. But look, as I've got older, one of the things I've realised is sometimes it's right manager, right club, right players. Same for players at clubs, right? Sometimes it's the right time in your career, right manager, right system, right formation. So just because it hasn't worked here doesn't always mean it's not going to work there. I don't know. Look, you could say he had a good year last year, finishing 3rd or 4th,
and getting the Carabao Cup, right?
Winning the Carabao Cup. So from that, so when I've seen people say, "Oh, you were wrong about Ten Hag."
He did really well. I thought he did really well in his first season.
He did really well. He did really well. But do you know what? Like, I've seen a few people saying, Savva, you're wrong about Ten Hag. Well, at the time, I wasn't. He had a good year last year. But for whatever reason, they've not kicked on. And I think...
I think he's lost the dressing room a little bit. I think there's a lot of big personalities in the Man United dressing room.
Agreed.
I don't necessarily think that he comes in with this, I demand respect. I think that some players, sometimes you have to earn it. By being, kind of amiable, by being convivial. You have to find, I think Postecoglou's come in. If Postecoglu came in with I'm a treble winner from Celtic. I'm the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the Tottenham players would have been like, what? But because he's come in with this like a different approach, which is more Harry Redknapp-esque, more arm around the shoulder, plus he's got them playing good football, which is important. Like you're ticking boxes. You're not coming in with an ego. You're coming in with we're doing this together, lads. But also, I've got this wonderful style of football that you're all going to buy into because you're so sick and tired of what you were playing before. It's tick. Ten Hag doesn't have a style of football. He's made excuses why he can't bring Ajax to United or whatever he was saying. Plus, he's got the do as I say. And I think that Man United are kind of a lot of the players are like.
Do you know the strange thing about it though, right? Is like, look at Ajax since he's left Ajax.
They're in turmoil, mate.
Right. So it's strange, isn't it? Him and Ajax at the time, this is what I'm talking about. At the time, right club, right set of players, right time. Yeah. Since then, Ajax have been a mess. Ten Hag.
I think there's something else going on at Ajax, though. I think from what I've heard, they've got some sort of director who came in or the owner or some, I don't know how it works in Dutch football, but someone came in and was taking like a large slice of the ticket of these players. They paid 25 million quid for like some absolute useless players. And I think that there's a lot of rumors that the owner or someone was taking a lot of that as a side thing. And it's like, it's falling apart because of the accusations of corruption as from what I've heard, but I don't know anything that's that with validation. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I'll tell you the one thing I will give Erik ten Hag, if I'm again playing devil's advocate, is I think Man United as well as a club, forget him managing. I think whoever goes in and manages at Man United now is going to have the same problem, right? There's something inherently wrong at that football club. And I've always said, if you're going to sack Ten Hag, at the same time, you need to bring in a new director of football, new academy, almost what we've done. So in the summer, everyone goes, oh, this is all because of a new manager. Yeah, Postecoglou came in. So did a new director of football or technical, whatever you want to call them. Right? So did new scouts. So did new heads of academy. So did new this, that, the other, right? For me, I think United needs to do the same thing. I think they need a complete change of structure at the football club. I think a lot of the fans were so hopeful of that with selling to the Saudi consortium that they wanted to. They said, we're going to buy the club and we're going to completely change everything. And I think the United fans were like, yes, please. So listen, sack Ten Hag, sure. I still think you're going to have a lot of the same issues for the next bloke. I truly do. So I don't know, bit of a mess, the club, bit of a mess. Can he turn it round? Look, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. When he gets half those players back, if their form doesn't change, if they're still this bad, you know there's a problem. If they start winning a lot more games, then you know it's because all those players were out. So one to watch, but they've not sacked him. They've not sacked him.
They're stuck with him. No, they might. I think the Liverpool 0-0 kind of gave him a breath, gave him a little bit of a lung of oxygen. I think he's drowning again after today's result. Listen, I want him to stay there as long as possible because I don't think he's going to turn it around. And the longer he's there, the better for Tottenham, for me personally. Guys, just before we move on, so I want to ask Savva, we've got 15 minutes before 12 minutes.
Can you give me 1 minute? Sorry, the dog's going mad, so I'm thinking someone's at the door. 1 sec.
Yeah, crack on, mate, crack on. I want to just call out a super chat here from my man Blaine Devlin. Big up, Blaine. I hope you're well, my man. We are doing it again. Bet time. Johnson anytime. Spurs 3-1 today for me, mate. I saw it. I haven't had a chance to call it out, but I've already put it on 3-1 to Tottenham with Johnson anytime goal scorer. It's on, my man. For anyone who doesn't know, Blaine Devlin nailed it last time out. He sent me a fiver and said, stick it on. Was it 4-1 Newcastle? Was it Decky or Richarlison? It was Richarlison, I think, wasn't it? Richarlison to score any time. And it came in. It came in at, was it 38-1 or something? It was a massive bet, mate. Absolutely massive bet, Blaine. I had to share it with Henry, and he held me to it as well. He held me to it. I shared it with him, gave him the money on the way up to Nottingham. Big up, Blaine. I put that bet on as well, mate. Thank you very much for your super chat, your generosity. Guys, I'll take the opportunity while Savva's not here, just quickly to ask everybody, smash the like button for me if you haven't already on whichever channel you're in. There's 350 people that are watching either on my channel or on Savva's channel. I've got a new camera today, by the way. I don't know why everything looks yellow. I'm worried if I've got like jaundice or if the liver's packing in, because I'm looking at this. The hue of my camera screen looks quite yellowy. So it is what it is. But in any event, whilst I'm worrying about whether or not I need to stop drinking, we're not going to worry about that today. What I do need you to worry about for me is hitting the like button for me on my channel and on Savva's channel, and then hit the subscribe if you haven't already on either channels, and then go to the title and then hit the other person's show, and then make sure you've also hit the like button and the subscribe button right there as well, and then come back to wherever you started from. We're about 10 minutes away, Sav. I need to go for a wee. I have put a bet on Blaine. Blaine's putting a fiver for us, mate. Johnson, anytime Spurs 3-1 win. If it comes in, then I'm going to be splitting the money with you. I'm not sure if the odds are quite as good. I think they're like I think it was like 15-1 or something. So we're going to sort it out. But thank you, Blaine. Savva, can you hold the fort for a second, mate? I'm busting for a wee.
I'll try my best. Let's sit then in the chat. I mean, we've got both Sean's chat and my chat. Everyone's in there together. Give us some score predictions. I went with 3-1, possibly 3-0. Let us know. Lots of people seem to think this is going to be a struggle. I feel like I'm in the minority by saying I think we're going to be all right. Let us know your score prediction. Let's see what people are thinking. For me, I think we've got to play quickly. I think whenever a team plays, I'm not saying they're going to play a low block, but they won't come at us. I think when teams do sit back a bit more, you've got to move the ball quickly, right? That's all you can do. Keep moving it side to side, keep looking, prodding, probing for those gaps. And I think in the end, we will have too much quality. Is there anyone in there who's, I think most people are saying that we're going to win. Anyone out there think that we won't win? Anyone going for a draw? I think Damien Ainsley there has said he's going for a 1-1. Alex Samara, 3-0 Spurs. Big Gibber, 2-1. Gino La, 2-1. Won't be easy. 3-2, 3-2, 2-0. Okay, a lot of people going for quite a tight game here. Surf South has said Spurs 4-1. He's gone for he or she has gone for quite a comfortable win there. Mappin has said, if we win this, will this be the best victory of the season? I suppose it depends the score and how we play, but not for me. Not for me. I think we've won some good games so far this season. Everton at home should be 3 points, right? I don't think we should be saying this is the best win of the season, but go and win 8-0. You never know, do you? Gino La is worried about our midfield today. Jamie Gitt has said 2-1 in my Ron hopeful mode. Kate Banks has said a good a 2-1 scrappy win for Spurs. We'll struggle with a low block, but Kulu at 10 will help. I think everyone is going for... I haven't seen anyone say we'll lose, which is good. And so far, only one person thinks we're going to draw from what I've seen.
Called Israeli.
Blaineless has said we're 2-1 Everton. I'm afraid on this one. Interesting.
Blameless.
2-1 Everton. I'll be shocked if we lose this. I'll be really shocked. I'll be asking questions if we lose this.
Just quickly, if anyone's looking for a new snack,
not this again,
mate. Christmas time allows me to try new things. Yeah, KP peanuts in salt and vinegar format. If you like salt and vinegar, unbelievable stuff.
I've just had a cold chow mein. So
how was that?
Good. I like cold chow mein. Whenever I mean, the missus messaged me last night, said, I'm getting Chinese. Do you want me to get you anything? I went, yeah, can you get me 2 chow meins? I had one last night when I got in warm, and then I have one today cold. So, yeah, KP nuts. Go for it. Yeah, I think most people are saying we should win, mate. Most people are saying we should win. I think we should win. I think it will be let's look at it. If we don't, it will be a massive opportunity missed.
Horrendous
to stay with those clubs, because they'll start to pull away. So got to keep on those coattails. While they're there.
El Dante, member for 4 months. I'm not sure which channel you're a member of, mate, but big up for your support. 3-1 Spurs win. Pedro Porro to score anytime. Come on, you Spurs. Hope everyone in the chat is happy and healthy and enjoying life. I think you might be one of my members. Well, you might be a member of both, mate, to be honest. But appreciate your support. 3-1 Pedro Porro. Can you see Pedro Porro scoring today?
Why not? I don't
mind that, you know. I might put a couple of quid on that, if I'm honest.
I think he needs to add some goals. If I'm brutally honest, I think he needs to add some goals to his game. But why not? We're going to have a lot of the ball. I think he's going to see a lot of the ball. Naturally, I think Spurs will probably gravitate towards him more than they will Emerson Royale because of it being his natural game and his natural position. Why not? Get him up there. Get him in behind.
7-4 on Pedro Porro scoring or assisting at any time. It's not particularly generous.
No, I shouldn't think much of it will be generous today. What odds have you got on Spurs scoring 3.5 goals or more? I know that sounds weird, 3.5. That's how the bookies do it, don't they? Say 3.5 or over.
Team goals. Let's have a look.
I bet you it'll be short odds. I bet it'll be about 4 to 1, 3.5 to 1.
Hang on. Let's have a look.
Right, I need to find a stream. That's what I need to do. Right, let's have a... Where's my IPTV smarters? There it is.
Not player to score. We're talking about... What are we doing here?
5 to 1. 5 to 1. Paul Martin's saying 5 to 1. That bet.
5 to 1 for 4 goals, basically. 4 goals or more.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Tottenham to score 4 or more goals is 5 to 1. That's mad.
Yeah, it's short, isn't it? Do you know what?
Really
I fell in love with the 4 or more goals back in Pep Guardiola's days at Barcelona. Barcelona, literally, week in, week out, you knew Barca were going to score goals for fun. And the number of times I won money on 4 or more, because they just buried teams. And then the odds started to go from 8 to 1 to 7 to 1. I think the bookies realised, hang on, this isn't a big feat for this team anymore. So, the odds have come down on those.
But Tottenham Everton, I'll tell you what, over 2 goals is 8 to 15 on. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that money on that.
Right, hang on.
No value in that at all.
You've
got to find value at this time of year.
English Premier League live. Let's go to Tottenham. Come on, please. Let's see a stream. Yeah, there we are. I've got them coming out the tunnel.
I've got them coming out the tunnel as well. Hopefully we're on the same one then. Are you looking at Richarlison right now?
I'm looking at the ref picking up a yellow ball right now.
Oh, hang on. That's different to me then.
They're just coming out of... I don't mind if I'm a few seconds behind, by the way. Don't worry about me. I'm cool with it. It's just a win to get a stream that doesn't cut out every 5 seconds. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, you should buy bingsport.com. It's 50 quid for the year. It's amazing.
Mate, I pay for my IPTV Smarters because it gives me every movie channel, every sport channel in the world.
Right.
It's good, but you just know you're going to be a minute behind. I'm comfortable. Listen, just the fact that we're watching it live is something you didn't have this years ago, right? I remember I used to sit in my little room when I was a kid listening on the radio to Jonathan Pearce. And, do you know what I mean?
Jonathan Pearce was the best. You know what?
Yeah.
When he got migrated towards TV in like the late 90s, it wasn't the same. His voice was perfect for radio. When you heard him doing it on when you could see the game as well, it was like you're over egging the pudding. You're making it sound more exciting than it really is. You know?
Yeah. I like him. I'll tell you what, I've seen a couple of times in the last month. I've been down to watch Dartford play. I've seen Martin Tyler's part of the setup at Dartford. I don't know if you knew that. Seen him and spoken to him a couple of times. He's a nice guy.
That's part of the setup at Dartford. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if he's one of the directors, one of the technical directors or something of Dartford Football Club.
Do you go and watch Dartford, do you?
Yeah, they're down the road. I love a bit of non-league. You can't beat it. You can't beat the banter between the goalie and the away fans. Absolutely brilliant banter, like proper having a chat. Proper abuse banter, but good fun. Like not, you know what I mean? Like it's that kind of that stuff. And no VAR. So I'm a massive fan of watching football where, there's just no VAR.
When there's a goal, you can celebrate it. When there's I want to go back to the days when you can be angry with the ref in the middle. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah. Somebody said, I didn't know you were a Kent boy. I'm not. I'm a South London boy. But so where I am, I've got Bromley Bromley Town are in the Conference League. They're 10 minutes that way. Dartford are 20 minutes that way. Charlton Athletics 15 minutes that way. Millwall's 15 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I'm in the middle of all those clubs, and
perfect.
Yeah, Charlton's training ground is just down the road, so I watch them train every now and then.
Hang on, who's the assistant manager of Dartford?
Martin Tyler, I think he's saying. I know he's part of the setup there, but
the commentator's the assistant manager.
Yeah, wow. He's to do there, but yeah, they want the manager out down at the darts at the moment. Good fun. What have you got on your screen at the moment?
Hang on, let's have a look. I'm seeing a picture of Branthwaite.
Okay, I've just seen Big Ange and Dyche shaking hands.
I'm seeing the Tottenham, the trumpet player.
I'm seeing the players swap over now. They're just swapping ends. This is going to be interesting. Let's have a look. If I can, I don't think I can pause. Hang on. I've just seen. Did you see Branthwaite?
Yeah, Branthwaite. Now you're going to see the trumpet player, right?
What are you watching it on? What do you, I mean, if you don't want to say.
Bing Sport is. I don't know if I can actually press pause. So Richarlison's on the halfway line now with the ball. What are you seeing?
Yeah, I've got the trumpet player now, so I'm a little bit behind, but it's absolutely fine, mate. I'm not. I've got them about to kick off.
Okay, they've just kicked off now. Richarlison's just kicked off. Hang about. I need to press pause. I need to press play on the thing. Shit.
Right, Richarlison's about to kick off for me here, so I'm probably about 10 seconds behind you. It's fine.
If I can press pause. Hang on.
I'll tell you when. Right, he's kicked off now.
Okay, I'll just get that ahead so I can catch up with it when it's ready.
And then I've got Sky Sports News to my right, so I can keep people updated with any other scores that go on. And I've got Ben Davis.
I need to get the thing up, don't I? Let's go back to what are we doing here?
This is what happened. This is the beauty, people, of going live, right? None of technical.
Ready? It's caught me out. Hang on,
we're through it. Kulu plays it back. Hit that, Sar. Oh,
right.
God, they're only just coming out on the pitch at Fulham.
Oh no, son! Who's that? Romero's down.
I'm on 50 seconds right now.
Romero's injured.
And now I'm seeing Romero down. Is he down, or is he? Oh,
I know. It looks like he's back up again. Right, I'm going to see if I can pause this so I can catch up with you.
Right, if you pause it, let me know what seconds you're on.
Yeah, hang on. No, when I pause it, it just
No, don't worry, mate. Don't worry about it. Look, you're a few seconds ahead of me. We'll enjoy it twice. Don't worry. I'm on 1 minute 23.
You're on 1 minute 23, are you?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'm happy. I'm happy, mate. Everyone in the chat will tell me if there's a goal anyway before we know, so don't worry about it. Hang on. Everton are in it. No.
Right, yeah, I'm on 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You're about 16 seconds ahead of me. That's all right.
Sure.
Let's see yeah. Hang on. I'll try a couple of other feeds. You go for it. It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm not precious about things like that. Hang on. I've sent a list of all the places where this game is, right? On the IPTV app. Okay, let me go to EPL Optus Sport Free. Let's try that, shall we? EPL Optus Sport. EPL Optus Sport Free. What you on, minute-wise?
2 minute 38, 39.
Oh no, that's 30 seconds behind. Let's go back. Oh, don't you just love things happening live? Right, what have I got now? I could go to Setanta Sports Event 8. Let's try that. Setanta Sports Event 8. Let's see if that one's any good.
When you go to bingsport.com, pay for it. I'll give you half the money. It's 20.
Oh, mate, it's all right. hang on, let me find Setanta Sport. All of these apps, man, it's mental. I've just got so many apps.
Corner kick to Everton. Cross comes in, back post. Well done, Royale. Shot. Oh, took a deflection. Good save from Vicario.
Right, what are you on? 3:30. Oh, no, that one's a minute behind. Doing well here, mate. Doing well here.
We're getting further back.
Okay, where's Peacock? EPL Peacock. Don't worry about me. I'll find something. Don't worry. You know when you think it's normally the first one you've got is probably where you should stay.
How much is Big Sport, mate? I could do it a second login. I'll give it to my dad anyway after this. So,
oh no, EPL Peacock's on like 1 minute 30. What is that? No, I'll just go back to where I was.
Sport.com.
I had it good. It's fine. Astro Arena Sports.
You know, here's Ben Davies.
Right, Astro Arena Sports. Let's have a look. Where are we?
Ben Davies to Ollie Skip. Ollie Skip's playing in the 6. Pedro Porro's playing in the 8. He's kicked the ball out. No, he hasn't. Saved by Ben Davies. Tell you what, mate. I'm gonna sign up to a second Bing Sport account for you.
No, mate, it's all right. Honestly, don't worry, mate. It's all right, honestly.
I'll give it to my dad for Christmas, but I'll lend you the login so now you can use it. Register a new membership. David. Sorry, everybody. Stick with us for a second. We'll be there. What is this password? I don't want that password. You absolute shit.
There you go. That's all right. Don't worry. I'll be a few seconds behind.
No, mate, I'm doing it for you, mate. It's all right.
Sure?
Yeah. I don't know how you're supposed to pay for it.
Mate, it's all right. Honestly, people in the chat, don't worry. Thank you for anyone. A few people have messaged me with some ideas. I don't mind being a little bit behind. It's absolutely fine, guys. I just want to watch the game, I think. So, go on, Sonny. Cut in. You can see already. Oh, hang on. He's away here. He's away here. Jesus, they're away. Good defending that from Romero. Very good defending that. Because they were away. I'm glad it was Calvert-Lewin because I don't think he's the paciest, is he?
Well.
God, we were wide open there, weren't we?
I'm not seeing that yet. Hang on, just sorting this other thing out.
Oh, wide open. They cut through us. And then Romero, very, very good tackle.
All right, I'm putting the logins in your thing for you.
Oh, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
That's all right. I'll give you my. How do I log out?
You know, sometimes I love some people's comments on games. My favourite one so far is Spurs not playing well. Davis horrible. I love that. Davis horrible. He's been in good form actually, hasn't he? Lately, Ben Davis. He's done well.
Yeah, done very well, mate. That's the.
Done well.
Hang on. Look in the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the username and password.
What is it? Bing Sport.
Yeah, BINGSPORT.com. log into that and use those logins, and you should, and then you go to the, and you should be able to be on the same time as me, which is 8 minutes. Oh, the time's jumped around. Hang on a second. What time are you on now? 8:43. There we go. Yep. Here's Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr looking forward. Good ball to Brendan Johnson. Chance! Yeah! 1-0!
Oh, I'm not going to see it.
Richie! He scores against Everton. He's not celebrating. Is he going to stop doing the pigeon? Come on!
And it's just gone in for me. It's just gone in. We've scored two. We scored two. Hang on, I'm trying to log into Bing Sport. 1 second. 1 second. I do think this will be a comfortable game. I really, really do.
Good finish from Richie, that is, by the way.
Yeah, he's found a bit of form, hasn't he, at the moment?
Oh, I'm in the mud. I am in the mud about that guy. Lovely ball.
He's got to do it consistently, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But good finish.
100%.
Sorry, I'm still trying to 5.
Here we go, guys. We're in. Good goal. Good goal.
So then I just go to the Tottenham Everton, and then
yeah, you should be in. Have you logged in? Yeah, does it say VIP in the top right hand corner?
Yeah, I'm on 10:06.
Yeah, you're perfect.
Okay, right, all right. Listen,
bingo. We're done.
Right,
we're back in the game, people.
Jesus, only 10 minutes and 6 seconds to sort all that out, but we're in. We're in. Right, go on. Yeah, I think we should kick on and win this comfortably now. Thanks for the patience, everybody.
Sorry about that, guys. Let's get this down.
Hang on. And as far as I can see, that's the only goal in the Premier League at the moment. So good. We're back. We're back. Oh, dear me. Yeah, this is one of those games. Get a second before half time. I think you kill the game off. I can't. As good as they are, I can't see this Everton team coming back from 2 down. So get the second.
Look at us going again. Look at Pedro Porro, mate. He's playing. Pedro Porro's playing as a 10 almost.
He's right in field, isn't he? Yeah. And you've got to change the score as well. You've got to change the score on the. Sorry, people. All over the place, simply.
There's something so satisfying about hitting that number 1 button on the score update.
Yeah.
It really is satisfying.
Yeah. It's not me doing the scoreboard, people.
Yeah, it's all me today. It's all on me today. Sorry, I've been absolutely shambolic getting all this on. We should have got this sorted out beforehand. Here we go again. Sonny now on the left-hand side. Go on, Sonny.
Go on, run him.
Do him.
Did well there, the fullback, to be honest. He did well against Sonny there. It's difficult if they don't leave you with a lot of grass in behind. It's difficult for wingers to get any space, isn't it? But yeah, look, we're dominating this, aren't we? We're gonna. I'm not surprised by what I'm seeing.
Second goal.
Oh,
Brennan Johnson.
Oh, should have been.
Oh,
should have been.
How's he missed that?
Let's have a look. See, was he?
What a ball from? Was that Emerson Royale?
He's onside. Did the defender get back to that?
Emerson Royale has whipped that perfectly in.
I think a little bit of credit to the defender there for getting back at him. Yeah, let's have a look. Now. Yeah, I think credit to the defender. Credit to the defender there.
That's Patson, wasn't it?
If anyone cares, Bolton are 3-0 up in 10 minutes. So that's going to be a long away day for Leyton Orient, if anyone cares. For any Northerners.
Imagine if you're a Leyton Orient fan and you've gone all the way up to Bolton and you're 3-0 up.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine 10 minutes as well. 10 minutes.
Mate, I don't know. Brennan Johnson, Emerson Royale putting his. He's like, don't know about Destiny, you doggy. I can do a little bit. I'm better than you think. Better than you think.
And that currently puts us 4 points behind Liverpool into fourth.
3 points behind Liverpool.
2 points. Sorry, they've just changed it. Yeah, sorry. 2 points behind Liverpool. Yeah, sorry. Yes. Yeah, I think we'll get a second soon. I do think this is going to be a long afternoon for Everton. I really, really do.
Come on.
They're good at what they do, but this is a big old pitch. Do you know what I mean? This is a big old pitch for them to.
Oh, it's too good.
Oh, is he kept that in? No, unlucky.
What do you think of Brennan Johnson? Does he give you? I don't want to sound horrible, but I feel like he's a little bit of a wet blouse.
Listen, I think I said this when we signed him. For me, I think we could have done much better with that amount of money. But he's young and he's raw. With players like that, you never know.
He's brave. I don't think you ever see him put his foot in or put his head into a 50-50.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? Listen, when I say wet blouse, I mean he's a bit like a Sessignon, like a little bit scaredy cat kind of. I hope I'm wrong. Here we go. Wait a minute.
Hang on.
Chance.
Ooh. Dragged that, didn't he? Dragged that.
Do you like Dwight McNeil?
I think he's solid. He's a steady player, right? I think you know what you're going to get from him. I don't think you're going to sign him and sell loads and loads of shirts and like.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to set the world alight. But I'm guessing the fact that Sean Dyche had him at Burnley, then took him to, and then have him at Everton. I think he knows what he's going to get from him, right?
Sean, is your Oppo today out of Irish Dave's stable? No commentary, yet he still slags Ben Davies. Who's that? Irish Dave?
I think so.
Yeah,
but Irish Dave's upset. He wants to see Dyer back in the 11. I've heard a rumour that Dave likes Eric Dyer.
I think Ben Davies has done well though. I like, but yeah, I know Ben Davies. Dave's not a fan of Ben Davies. I've demanded that Irish Hotspur not apologise, but at least acknowledge the last few games that Ben Davies has been really, really impressive. He's like, all right, begrudgingly, I'll. Chance! Oh! Mikalenko puts in a wonderful ball.
That was a good cross with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I think. I'd like to see the save again. It almost looked like Vicario did a real camera save there, but I'd like to see it again. Hang on, he's got it again. Another ball in. Oh, couple of good deliveries there. Couple of good deliveries. Wayne Rooney's Birmingham are winning. Wayne Rooney's Birmingham are winning at Plymouth. All right, I just shout out random scores every now and then. Like.
Straight down. Is that offside? Looks like it was offside. Yeah, you're offside.
Yeah.
I'll be quicker with that, mate. Couple of good crosses there from Mikalenko. Do you like him? I like Mikalenko. I don't mind him. I wouldn't want him at Tottenham, but I think he's a decent player. Yeah, well, he could have saved that. Maybe he could have caught it.
He's another one. You know what you're going to get. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes I think you need players like that. Oh my God, what's going on there?
Is that a red card? There's going to be a VAR on that, surely.
I'd like to see that again. Here we go. Right, so the ball was a long ball over the top. Vicario comes running out.
Does really well.
Gets the diving header right.
Shots and now we're side.
This is like basketball.
Pedro put on the overlap. Not good enough. Corner kick to Tottenham. Come on, Tottenham! By the way, I've got like 4 bets with Richarlison to score at any time, so surely my bets are in good play here.
I can't see it being long until we add a second. I can't see it. And Sean, I'm so sorry. I've just seen that we've scored again. We're behind.
Are we?
Sorry, I made the mistake of watching Sky Sports News, and Michael Dawson's just said, "Yeah, there it is." Telling you, comfortable day at the office. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I made the mistake as the corner was being taken. I could just see Michael Dawson, who's covering the game on Sky Sports News. I was like, no, sorry, I won't spoil it again.
You know what? I'm glad now I didn't make the journey and sit in traffic, because if it is going to be a 3, I'd love it to be a 7-0. I'd absolutely adore it to be, but those games aren't worth going. They're not that fun.
Yeah.
You want to see a good game. You want to see a combative game or whatever, like a competitive match. And if it's going to be simple and easy, then I'll tell you what.
Awful goalkeeping. Anyone will tell you the one thing you never do is punch the ball back into play. But I think I'm going to change my 3-1 to I think we're going to score a lot today. I'll be brutal. I think we're superior to this lot. I think this is going to be a big score. I really do. Really do think it's going to be a big score. But it should be. You've got to beat Everton at home. You know, you've got to beat Everton at home. You want to get into Europe next season. You want to be in a Champions League race. These are the games you put the team away.
But no one else has done it in the last 5 attempts for Everton. This is the real deal, mate. This is the real deal. Yeah. Tottenham Hotspur are the real effing deal. Mate, do you think... listen, I know you're someone that's very much more measured, right? You don't let short-term variance get in the way of long-term opinions.
Yeah. God, I know what you're going to ask.
Like, what I would call you is if you know about like stock markets, when you look at a chart, you see the share price, and then you see the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. I feel like you're like a 200-day moving average. Your opinion doesn't kind of change every time there's a freak result one way or the other.
Yeah.
Who's your friend, sort of thing. Do you think that Tottenham?
No.
No?
You're gonna talk to me about titles, aren't you?
No, I was going to say, do you think Tottenham can finish 7th this year? No, of course.
Look. As I said,
what's possible for Tottenham this year? What's possible?
I think Champions League football is possible. I'm not saying 100%. I think it's possible. A lot happens. A lot happens between now and the end of the season. Form, not just for Spurs, all clubs. Form, injuries, suspensions, AFCON, Asian Cup. You know, a lot could happen. I think we're a very good team. That I think the future is very bright. But you know me, I don't talk about a title chase for any team at this stage.
Yeah.
I see the title chase will boil down to when you get to about 30 games, 28 games, and you see, right, who's still in that pack? Not now. Otherwise, you're saying that 5-6 teams are going to win the league. So look, but I don't care about that. Do you know what I mean? I'm just so happy that we are finally looking like a club that has a plan and that's what I wanted at the beginning of the season. It's what I've got. I'm happy.
Tell you what, I completely agree, mate. Yeah, I'm in no rush. I'm not going to put any labels on it.
Absolutely.
A wonderful start to this game, though. Even Ollie Skip's. Did you see that little juke through there that Ollie Skip? Like he's trying to prove a point.
Ollie Skip is the best player at Spurs. Got to give him a new 5-year contract. Get him in that midfield.
Where do you consider Decky now a part of the midfield?
Until Maddison's back, yeah. I mean, listen.
Even when he's back, right? Even when he's back, would you consider, in terms of options for our midfield three, you've got Maddison at number 1, you've got Bentancur, Bissouma 2 and 3. Number 4 is Pape Sarr. Number 5 maybe is Decky in terms of like in any particular order of preference, but they're all first teamers if you want. And then 6, 7, and 8, you've got Ollie Skip, Højbjerg, and Lo Celso. Like, is there that many teams in the Premier League that can go down to number 8 in your preferential list of midfielders and find either an Argentinian World Cup winner, the captain of Denmark, or depending on if you probably agree with me that you put Ollie Skip down there. But our 7th and 8th choices at Tottenham Hotspur midfield options are pretty... I think there's more depth. This is the point I was making the other day. I think there's more depth than people give us credit for in the midfield.
I think there's depth. How much quality... Once you get further down the depth, obviously that's natural. It starts to wane a bit, but yeah, look, we have got depth in that midfield. And as I said, I think they would have added even more depth or more quality. I think you would have seen Højbjerg and maybe Skip go, and Lo Celso had it not been for Bentancur's injury and Bissouma and Sarr going to the AFCON. I think you would have seen a real change in that midfield personnel this January. But.
Sorry, just quickly, is this Perchy at the game?
Yeah, I'm guessing so. It's not me. It's not me. Look, my hands are here. It's not me. It's not me.
Perchy, have you enjoying the game? Watch the game, mate. You're at the stadium. Stop looking at YouTube.
By the way, Nottingham Forest have gone down to 10 men after 22 minutes. Willie Bolly has been sent off. So, and Charlton, go on, Charlton, 1-0 up. Go on, the Addicts. Just down the road here. Yeah, look, there is, there are clubs that have midfield options. How good are ours? We've got some really good midfielders in there. I suppose it's about what happens when they're all fit. But listen, this is why you have squad depth, right? You have squad depth. For me, it's Bentancur, Bissouma, Maddison.
And on the right?
Brennan Johnson.
So Decky's a bench player.
Look. I think in a season,
okay. I think there's horses for courses. I think some games you want him, other games you don't.
Yeah, look, I think this season it's more difficult because there's one game a week. I look longer term, Sean. When we're playing 2 games a week next season, we will be in Europe in one way or another. Next season, that's when it all really, really matters. I will die on the sword. I love Brent. It's definitely Perchy and not me. That's not the sort of thing I would say. Look, the next season is when you're going to get the best out of all these players, Sean. Yeah, that's when I think we stop having the conversation. Because one thing I was saying to you yesterday was, still with our fans, what I think a lot of our fans need to do is get out of the mindset of a 1 to 11. Get out of the mindset of, oh, well, we can't buy this player because who does he start in front of? No. We can't be having that. Man City, Liverpool, these people buy players because they know they've got multiple games every year and they're all going to get minutes.
Do you think that's more difficult? It's easier to do that if you're a Man City or a Chelsea or a Liverpool, and even maybe a Manchester United, when you know that even if you're a bit part player in the squad, you've still got a relatively good track record of winning trophies. So you can be a trophy winner whilst only paying 25 to 30% of games. Whereas at Tottenham, are you really going to, at the moment, maybe things are changing soon, but at the moment, are you really going to, are you really, look at this football, mate. Sorry, Emerson Royale. It's absolutely flying through.
Emerson Royale. Do you know what? I hate him as a fullback. Let's play him centre mid. Let's play him centre mid. Why not?
Mate, he's coming back. He's proven himself. He said, don't forget about Royale. Don't forget about me.
And Luton are 1-0 up against Newcastle, by the way. So, look, at the moment, cementing ourselves with Man United losing again, cementing ourselves in that top, if we're going to say for the moment, in that top 7 for Europe. Because I said that at the beginning of the year, right? Just get Europe. As a minimum, get Europe.
Luton are falling apart.
And then if it's Champions League, I think the man needs a statue.
I agree, mate. But do you think that, as I was saying, do you think it's difficult to be able to, because I agree with what you're saying about, don't think about the first 11. And let's get wasted free kick. This idea of buy for the squad, compete for places, get 18 or 20 players in that are good enough, and then got a couple of youth players in there to give them the chances. I agree with it on principle, but I'm just saying in reality, the fact that Tottenham have no real recent track record of winning trophies.
Yeah.
How much more difficult is it to inspire and convince, compel high quality players to want to come to Tottenham unless you have guaranteed first minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the job of Postecoglou, Johan Lang and Daniel Levy to convince people that, hey, this journey, we're going to be them. What they're doing, we're going on that journey. And that's why that doesn't happen overnight. But if people see us playing this brand of football, if they can see us get back into Europa League, Champions League in year 1 with Postecoglou, if they can see us not a million miles off the title, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying, look, I don't know how many points that'll be, but that is what sells the dream to people. And it's just good that we've got, we've got that going for us at the moment. We've created that. Look, good football again. We're playing some lovely stuff.
Phenomenal, mate. Look at Pape.
That's a great ball. That's a great ball. Go on, son.
Looking for Sarr. Oh,
go on.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
Corner. Yeah, it's a great football.
The football is phenomenal, mate. The football is phenomenal.
As I've said, Sean, I think because I've come out and said that we won't win the league, I think people get me wrong that I'm not happy with everything. I'm so happy with everything I wanted in the summer. The club have done. Can't knock it. There's nothing to knock.
The perfect window in January is a Todibo, a Santiago Jimenez, and a.
I'd like a Matt O'Reilly, if I'm honest. Matt
O'Reilly. Okay, so you're not a fan of Conor Gallagher, no?
No. It's not that I'm not a fan. I just don't think Spurs are going to pay £50 million to Chelsea for a footballer. I just don't think we will. But listen, you know what? The reason I keep my feet on the ground is because things change very quickly in football.
Of course.
Things change very quickly. But there's nothing to not like at the moment. There's nothing to not like. Just keep winning. Keep putting in these performances. Don't do anything silly. And we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine.
We're breezing past this Everton team.
Yeah. I didn't.
Honestly, I like, apart from that two little moments from Mikolenko, and then the first minute when you said that they're breaking away and I wasn't watching. Apart from that, look at that for a ball from Porro.
Cutting through him.
Unbelievable. It's a terrible pass, Richie. That's terrible, mate. Pedro Porro is unbelievable.
He's such a good footballer going that way. He really is.
He's like this mentality monster that's like, I came as a right wing back. Okay, you want to play good football? I'll get back and defend. I'll work for the team. I absolutely adore him.
That's lovely.
Oh,
unlucky. Listen, I think we said before the game, are we going to get a slow, lethargic Christmas performance, or are we going to get a get up, get at them early doors? And we did. And what we've done today is what we've struggled to do in other games, is grab that second goal so quick.
Second goal is important, 100%.
I can't, up, famous last words. Can't see them coming back. I can't.
No, yeah.
I can't see that we're not going to score again as well. I think this will be 3-0 at half time.
Maybe I should cash out of some of my bets then. I'm in the money on everything right now.
Yeah.
Just quickly, guys, if you are watching, there's 340 people, I guess, on both over across both channels. If you can do us both favors, smash the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe on the channel that you're on, and then if you haven't subscribed to the other person, get over there. In the title of the video will be the other person's link. The whole point of these multi-streams is that we share the love and try to encourage the audience to go and watch both YouTube accounts. So make sure you kind of spread some. What's my channel, Sean? It's in the title behind me. It's below you. Spurs Talk Show. Spurs Talk Show. If you look on the title of the page, you should see it in the link.
Oh, he's got caught there. Oh, no, good. Yeah, they've just not quite got that quality, have they?
100%.
Hard-working team, robust, but that's a great.
Look at that!
Oh, that's a great ball. What you got, Sonny? What you got? Take him on.
Do him, Sonny. Do him, Sonny.
What you got?
Ching, ching, ching. Over the top. Ching, ching. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, this is just going to be wave after wave of attack, isn't it? It must be horrible to play Tottenham.
Yeah, you haven't got the ball. You're 2-0 down. All you want is the ball so you can try and create something, but you can't. You just got to tuck in. Most frustrating thing in the world. When I play FIFA against Henry and he's got a 1-0 lead against me, and then he just passes the ball around the back, and I can't get near it, it drives me up the wall. It encourages me to slide in, get a cheeky red, you know.
That's what you know when people talk about they don't care about style of football, it's just about winning. I don't think what a lot of people take into account is when a team do play the way we play, or how Barcelona did, or how Man City do. It's when you've got the ball, the other team are tired because they are just chasing and chasing and chasing. That's, you know, when you sit back and you can counterattack teams, that's fine, but the other team aren't getting tired doing that. So that's why I've always been a fan of this high octane. Oh, look at that. Go on, Sar.
Pape Sarr.
Go on, mate.
What was it Henry says? 2/3 of the world is covered by water. The other third is covered by Pape Sarr.
Only Henry. Do you know what? I saw one of Henry's TikToks yesterday, and I just thought, he put a TikTok about what Jose Mourinho said about us, about Spurs don't win anything and sacked me 6 days before. And Henry knows just how to get to people, doesn't he? He knows just what he's doing. I'm watching it going, Henry.
Yeah. He keeps telling me to get on TikTok. I'm like, I just don't think I can get to. I don't think I can get my point across in 60 seconds. I'm a bit more long-winded than TikTok will allow.
It's a lot of constantly uploading and for not a lot of reward, if I'm brutally honest. Unless you're a massive influencer, do you know what I mean? But
Sonny put the ball in, whipped back.
No,
to get it again, second time. It's our ball, ref. Oh, yeah, it's our ball.
Big up, Ryan, for subbing to Sean. Big up.
Yeah,
if any of my subscribers are in here, please follow Sean as well. Slowly becoming one of the biggest Spurs YouTube accounts out there, Shawnee.
Oh, I don't know about that, mate, but I appreciate the love from everyone. And like I say, guys, anyone that's on my channel that hasn't gone to Savva's, make sure you get over there. I'm sure everyone has already. Look at
unlucky.
Make sure everyone is subbing to everybody. Oh, it was Porro, was it? Mate, yeah, Porro is fast becoming my favourite player, and it's difficult because I've got a few up there. But he was gracious enough to take a picture with me after the West Ham game. So
Bit of man love going on. Love it.
Yeah, I squeezed his arse.
Love it.
Didn't like it.
Love it.
What are we doing here? 33 minutes gone.
Games like this are weird, aren't they? Because I'm not on the edge of my seat. And what I mean by that is I'm not worried, if that makes it like I'm not going, oh my God, I'm not worried at all. I
feel like I'm watching a training ground game at the moment.
Yeah.
That's kind of why, like I say, like when I go to Tottenham, I love games that are held to skelter that could go either way or that it's close.
Oh, that wasn't good. Hang on. Oh.
Patterson crosses the ball in.
Yeah.
Well done, Ollie Skip.
Oh, nice.
Vicario's going to go right up to the top of the rankings again. He's had like 4 shots against him. All of them have been absolute sitters that he could have caught. 4 shots on goal, 4 saved, all on target.
Yeah,
easy peasy.
That's what you love if you're a goalkeeper, don't you? Straight down the throat.
Mate, explain to me this Fraser Foster thing. I got slated in one of my comments in one of my videos by saying the thought of Fraser Foster, if this guy does get injured, that's a game changer for our season. Or if he was to slide out, come out doing one of those, here we go, just I press put one lucky.
Injured.
Doing one of those high lines where he's got to come out and play sweeper keeper. If he was to get one of his tackles wrong and took someone out and gets a 3-card suspension, Fraser Foster.
I'll be honest, I don't understand the decision to give him another contract. I didn't understand it. But you are 100% right. In this style of play, I mean, how many times this season we've seen Vicario run out to about 40 yards to, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Stop an impending attack.
Loads of times. He can't do that. I'd rather give Hugo Lloris. I honestly would rather give Hugo Lloris the gloves than Fraser Foster. Play Fraser, I've got nothing against Fraser Foster as a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But it's a horses for courses thing. I can't imagine seeing him sitting on the 30-yard line.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think if you're going to play this high line, and listen, we said it at the beginning of the season, Sean, when you play a high line, whether you like it or not, teams will get in behind you. That's every team. City have done it for years. Teams will get in behind you. Barcelona did it. That Barcelona team of old. You get in behind those teams, right? But you mitigate the risk by having a Vicario. If you play this high line with a Fraser Forster, I think teams will have a field day. So listen, I guess the overriding theme here is touch wood that Vicario doesn't pick up an injury ever.
If this is a goal, this is going to be one of the greatest goals that Tottenham have scored.
Oh,
Decky's picked the ball up on his own goal line and charged forward. Unbelievable football. What are we doing here?
What's going on here?
Decky in the Batman mask has just picked that ball up, done a double 1-2 in his own goal line, and then sprinted forward to get into the penalty area. That guy's got an engine. He's like a V12 Rolls Royce, like a Phantom or whatever they call it.
Who's the ref in the studio at Sky Sports News that they have? Is it Mike Dean?
Yeah.
He's got a green jumper on that says VAR humbug.
Dude,
God.
Richarlison get a yellow. Please tell me he did. I've got a bet on him to score a goal and get a yellow card. Did he get a yellow?
I think Everton would be happy to lose this 2-0 now and get out of North London.
Poor Everton fans that have travelled 4 hours to get down here for that. Probably a lot longer than that actually today on the M1 because of the traffic.
But look, they've had a great run. Listen. We're saying all this. Just don't concede the next goal. Like that's I don't want to get from a really comfortable game to a kind of squeaky bum situation. But at the moment, famous last words. I can't see them scoring if they play all day. I just don't think they've got sustained attack. It will be from a corner or a free kick if they grab one. But
they can barely get their foot on the ball, mate. They can barely get their feet on the ball here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Having said that, look, they've got. Joshua said, "How's the game gone so far? I've been out. Oh, mate, it's been complete domination. I think would be, if I'm not being biased. Joshua in the chat said, "How's the game gone?" He's been out. It's been domination, right? We've dominated from start to finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
A third goal, and then I think the party tricks can start to come out. And listen, I'll tell you what I would like to see today. That's a dangerous ball. That's a dangerous ball.
Oh, what are you doing? What's the keeper doing?
Oh, what was it? We've just been praising him to the hilt.
What are you doing there, Vicario? It's the second time you've come wildly out. What are we doing?
What I would like to see is if we do get to a 4-0 kind of position, I'm not saying we will, but if we do, I would like to see Dorrington or Phillips and Donnelly get,
Is that a pen?
No, is it? For what?
Look at Vicario here.
I don't. No, not for me. Football's gone so soft that they're even looking at that. Not for me.
No, it's not.
If it was down to me, hardly anything would be a penalty, if I'm brutally honest. I think every time a ball goes in the box now, everyone, penalty!
Have you seen that clip of Kevin Keegan punching? It was like from a game in the 70s or the 80s. Kevin Keegan punches, I think it's Graham Souness or something. Oh no! Oh, we shot over the ball. Oh. That should have been 2-1.
Oh, it should have been. Some of them. Sorry, no. Kevin Keegan punching a player.
I forget. Yeah, it was a game. It was a game that was.
Yeah, I know that.
It was floating around on Twitter a couple of months ago. Kevin was like, "This is what football used to be." And Kevin Keegan, like the referee's seen it, but he's given him like a yellow card. But he's basically like clubbed the guy in the face.
Yeah, mate, it's a man's game.
Yellow card offence.
It's a man's game. Everyone wants a free kick and a yellow and a red for everything. Hang on. Oh, hang on. They're starting to. Hang on. Oh, thank God they can't finish their dinner.
There's 2 balls on the pitch.
I'll tell you what, they should have scored. That should have been a goal. Oh, thank God he can't finish his dinner there. I'll tell you what, did anyone watch
2 balls on the pitch, by the way?
Did anyone watch Man United West Ham? How Garnacho did not score from one of his 4 or 5 attempts in the first half. Finishing was dreadful, but hang on, what's going on here?
There's 2 balls on the pitch. They're playing on. There's another ball that's just there. Look.
Oh, and to be fair, Mikalenko. Oh, mate, you'd feel a bit hard done by if you're Mikalenko there, wouldn't you? That's like that time the beach ball. Do you remember the beach that the blow up beach ball thing was on the pitch?
Yeah, wasn't it? That was Liverpool.
Yeah. Hang on, they're just starting to.
Yeah, the game's getting a bit interesting here.
Hang on.
Chance! Oh, good save.
Tell you what. Yeah, I think Ray Hennessy is right. I think we have the last 5 got a little bit sloppy and complacent. And again, there, look, Porro giving it away. What's
happened here?
Jesus, Everton it was from the moment you said they can't put their foot on it.
Yeah.
And they started to.
Football gods are out to get me.
Yeah. Commentator's curse.
Jesus. The fans are starting to sing "Come on, you Spurs," trying to remind them that the game isn't over.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like they always say, don't they? 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. Mm-hmm. It is a dangerous scoreline, but we were so comfortable. When you're good. Yeah.
And then we get to 3-0 and we start giving the ball away. 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 when you're comfortable. Right, yeah. 4-0. 5 to be sure. Yeah. Let's get a 5-0 to be sure. I'd love to see Donnelly get half an hour. I'd love to see Phillips or Dorrington as well. I really would.
Mate.
I really would.
It'd be awesome to see them. A perfect moment, perfect time to do it. Christmas Eve. What a Christmas present for the youngsters. Get to 3-0 up. If we can get to 3-0 up and then give them half an hour.
Yeah, completely agree.
Pape
we've just stopped playing the last sort of 10, haven't we? We stopped. Which is fair enough. You know, there are going to be spells in a game where you don't have the ball. But I expect them to get a bit of a...
I don't want to go in 2-1 at half-time.
I would expect a bit of an arse kick in here from Postecoglou at half-time to remind these guys that... You know, this game is not over. Hang on. Oh, God, they're in again here. Mate.
Definitely not over. Come on. What are we doing here? Patterson crosses it across. Oh, he's hit the... Mate, Jesus Christ. We are dicing with it here.
Ooh. Tell you what.
They've had 3 opportunities that are decent.
They've
had 3 chances. Look, that could go anywhere. That's a pinball. Mikalenko's injured, is he?
God, I said I was sitting there feeling comfortable. The last 10 minutes, I've not been feeling comfortable.
Who's playing in the 6th role? Skippy's playing in the 6th role, I think. Yeah, we're getting up. Yeah, this isn't good, to be honest. It's 5 minutes of injury time. How's there 5 minutes of injury time? Come on, Richie. You got to fight for that a bit more, mate.
I don't think the comments from my thing are coming in on yours, are they?
Yeah. It's all coming through on WhatsApp together.
Are they?
Tell me who the last person that commented on your thing was.
Oh, they are. Sorry, they are. They are. Ignore me. Yeah, get in 2-0 here, because I think the players need a bit of a reminder here. Skippy with a Superman dive there. That was a bit dramatic. 5 minutes injury time. Games of football now are like 110 minutes, aren't they? Like, it's so long. Right.
I like what you're saying. So, would you make changes? You wouldn't make changes at half time. You wouldn't give like Donnelly a half.
No. Not a 2-0.
3-0.
Hang on.
Come on, Becky.
Hang on. Is he? I'd like to see that again, but I think it was all right.
Good tackle.
Oh, well, one back.
Oh, well done, Pedro Porro.
Oh,
he's let that go behind him.
I just don't think Ollie Skipper's good enough. I'm sorry. I'm seeing is he onside?
What a ball.
Is he onside?
No. What a save.
I tell you what.
They've had like 6 shots on goal now.
Have they had more chances than us? I'm asking seriously. I know we've had a lot of the ball, but
in terms of like shots on goal, I think they have. Yeah.
I'll tell you what a crossfield pass that was from, was that Mikalenko?
Mikalenko again, yeah.
Whoever crossed that was a lovely pass, but I don't quite think they've got that trigger up top. Do you know what I mean? People that can...
Stats. You know what? Expected goals, Tottenham have got 0.86, Everton have got 0.84. How about that? Just goes to show you it's been more even. Total shots, 5 for us, 8 for them. Shots on target, 4 for us, 3 for them. Very close.
For all the pretty football, we need to get a couple more shots going. I'll tell you a player I don't think's been involved a lot. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I can't really remember Brennan Johnson other than that. Hang on, they're in again. They're in again here.
What are we doing? Back post. Well done, Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro is just phenomenal. Decker, you got to be stronger than that, Dex. What are you doing?
Hang on, what's going on?
It's a pen. No, it's not.
Oh, Jesus. What is going on? Hang on, they're in again. Oh, what is happening here?
Gee whiz. There's a penalty shout here, by the way.
I don't think there was enough in it for me.
He's fallen over. That's all right.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what. If they if they score a goal here, we can't say it's not deserved. But
please don't. Just get to 2-0 at half time. Vicario's been magnificent. Well, I shall say that he's been a little bit weird as well. Back a bit.
We've been awful the last 15, haven't we? We've been really, really complacent here. I'll tell you what, Kulu. Is VAR looking at that?
Yeah. No, they played on. They played on, so it's game over.
You've got to be careful doing that in the. You got to be careful doing that in the box. Jesus, this has been a. Ever since you said they can't put their foot on it, and I said I'm not worried at all.
What have I done?
We've cursed it.
Time for a peanut.
They've had 15 touches to our 9 in the opposition box. I think when people say to me, "Why don't I think we can win the league?" It's because things like this.
There's not that kind of killer instinct.
Again, if Everton had better forwards.
Oh, look at that from Romero.
Look again.
Oh, no,
it's an awful ball.
We're begging to let them back into this game.
We are. We're almost saying score a goal, aren't we?
But yeah, please. The fans are bored. Sean's put a curse on it.
Yeah.
Come on, Tottenham. Wakey.
Oh my God. What is happening here? This is awful.
Calm down, everybody. That's what Vicario's saying.
I'll tell you what, it's us that needs half time right now, isn't it?
Definitely need half time. Postecoglou's going to go in there and batter them.
I like James Maddison's beanie. That looks nice. Looks
Ryan, Pedro Porro's pass there he's been excellent, but that was terrible.
See, I love Pedro Porro as a footballer, but he does every game. You know, there's going to be 2 or 3 shockers that he gives it away. Yeah. Things like that, they'll go out of his game though. He's still got 23. Jesus, they're.
Come on, Decky. Oh, Decky's been turned.
Jesus Christ, they are.
Half time can't come soon enough.
No, it really, really can't. And I think there it is. I'll tell you what. 2-0 doesn't quite tell you the story, does it? 2-0.
Don't know about that at all. Let's have a look at this instead, shall we?
Let me just quickly go and get a snack. I think I've got something else from the Chinese that might be in the fridge. 1 second.
Right, guys. How you doing? Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're smashing the subscribe button. Savva's gone to get some chow mein. I want to ask you guys what your thoughts are. Let's have a look, see at the statistics. Are these up to date? I think they are. Yeah, they are. Everton, expected goals. Everton have got higher expected goals than Tottenham. We're 2-0 up. I think let's start with the momentumometer, shall we? Let's have a look at the momentumometer. I think it tells its own story. Where are we? Here we go. You see that there? Basically, mostly Tottenham for the first 30 minutes. A couple of little bits for Everton here and there, but mostly us until I said Everton can't get a foot on the ball. And ever since then, Tottenham haven't had a sniff of possession. Look at that. The final waves. They're higher waves. They're mainly higher waves than Tottenham as well. It's not good enough from Tottenham at the end there. Vicario, 7.9 as our best performing player, according to SofaScore. Let's get back to the stats and see what we're working with. 64% possession to 36% possession. The last 10 minutes, my blood pressure monitor. Yeah. How doesn't Johnson score that goal? Is that the one that was whipped in from Emerson Royale, Nicola? Yeah, I think you're right. Listen, I don't know what to make of it. 30 minutes of the most comfortable, exciting, entertaining Tottenham Angeball football you like to see, followed by 15 minutes of, I mean, it's almost like a training game where the first half an hour it was all like Tottenham, you're going to attack now, and the other team are going to have to defend. And then the next 15 minutes, it was role reversals. 5 shots on goal for Tottenham, 9 for Everton, 4 on target for Tottenham. 2 of them goals obviously scored. 1 off target. I think the 1 off target was Brennan Johnson. Everton have had the majority of shots on target, majority of shots off target. They've also had a block shot. They've had more corners. I mean, this stuff is all incidental. Big chances, 2 apiece. Big chances missed. That one's again Brennan Johnson. Everton have missed a couple. Counter attack. I mean, it's just not. I don't feel that Johnson's really. This is the thing with him. Apart from the assist, right? Apart from the assist with Richarlison's goal, which was lovely.
Yeah. I mean, as a winger for me, I like wingers that get on the ball all the time. I don't feel that he'll do moments in a game, but I don't feel there's enough consistency. For me, I wouldn't do anything yet. By the way, I have no idea what I'm eating. It was whatever the missus bought for the Chinese. I'm really enjoying it.
So look at it, Remy.
It's do you know what it is?
It's crispy beef, isn't it? That looks like.
Yeah, that's the one. Amazing.
I could pick a Chinese dish. Yeah, I could see it a mile off, mate. I know what I'm dealing with.
Look, for me, I'd leave it as it is for 15 minutes. I'd freshen it up after that. I might maybe get a Lo Celso, some people in the midfield that are more comfortable on the ball. We're giving it away far too easily. However, having said all of this, one quick goal in the second half kills this.
Yeah,
doesn't it? One more goal kills this. They've not got 3 in them. I doubt they've got 2 in them, but they've definitely not got 3 in them. So, but we can't come out. I think he'll be livid with that. I genuinely do think he'll be really annoyed at that first half. I do.
I think he'd be happy with the first half an hour. Emerson, look at some of these performances. Emerson Royale, 4 ground duels out of 4 completed. Touches 40, 96% pass accuracy. One of his crosses was spectacular. One of his 2 long balls, big chances created. One that was one that went to Brennan Johnson. I think Emerson Royale's been excellent. I think Pedro Porro's been excellent. Apart from,
I think they've been excellent going that way.
Yeah,
I think they've been excellent going that way. I think defensively, Porro for me, too many times trying to play it out, giving it away. And Royale, I think they're getting in. They've started to get in on that right hand side now. If you on our left, on their right.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's just calm is the word I would say. If I was that, just calm. Stop trying to do everything at 100 miles an hour. Calm it down. But the goal was brilliant. I mean, Brennan Johnson. That's what you want from a wide man. That's what you want from a striker. Right place, right time. The second goal, poor goalkeeping, but Sonny still had the work to do from where he was. But got to tidy that up because a better team there punishes us that last 15 minutes. I'm just glad they haven't really got a lot of goal scorers in their team.
What's your thoughts on? I thought Pape Sarr with the ball looked really good. I thought he was taking the. Ollie Skip was clearly playing in the 6. Pape Sarr was clearly giving the rollers the kind of dual 8, whatever you want to call it, to get forward. I thought he was very good going forward, but again, everything started to fall apart going backwards in the latter stages. If you're going to make a change, is it Ollie Skip for Højbjerg? Do you make a change, or are we leaving it as you are?
At the moment, I'm leaving it as it is. I don't think Skip for Højbjerg is the one. I think I would prefer it, depending on how fit he is, between Lo Celso, someone a bit better on the ball. I think that's what you need, some more technical. It was the worry I had at the beginning of the game. Between Sarr and Skip, is there enough keep the ball, put your foot on it? Because for all of the good play we've had, the normal Spurs with a dominant possession in midfield being really comfortable has not been there. Do you know what I mean? A lot of ours has been very quick, slick passing moves.
Yeah.
For me, I think you need a little bit more, put the foot on it. Like what a Bentancur can do, what a Lo Celso can do. But as I've said, I think 1 goal and it doesn't matter. 1 more goal. That's what I reckon he'll be telling them. Get to 3. Get to the last 15 minutes and let's see some of these kids. I wouldn't mind seeing Phillips. We bought him. We haven't seen a minute of football from him. I wouldn't mind seeing Donnelly, and I don't mean for 5 minutes at the end of a game. I want to see him have some time to get on the ball and show us a little bit of what he's got. But
100%. I don't know if sorry, I can't just get a word out edgeways there. The next goal will depend on what happens there. If we go 2-1, if it goes 2-1, then I think you kiss goodbye to any chances of seeing a bit more of Jamie Donnelly. I'd love to see Donnelly get this, but it requires us to get the 3rd goal. Whilst it's 2-0, like you said earlier, we're always looking for the next goal to feel really secure. But a 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline, isn't it?
It really, really is. They should have scored. Let's be brutally honest. They'll feel hard done by that they've not got anything there. Romero's brilliant tackle in the first 5 minutes when they were through on goal. Mikolenko will be annoyed that he's gone to have a shot and there's 2 footballs there. They should have scored a goal. Should have scored a goal. But you know what? Sometimes luck's on your side. And I think the last 15 minutes there, we got a bit of luck. But we got to learn from that. Can't come out second half the way we ended that first. That will be for me. Are we learning? Are we growing? And I fully expect us to. I fully expect us to, because I think we've been a little bit lackadaisical at the back there. I do feel we've let them in behind a little bit too easily. But what if you're Sean Dyche? What are you saying? If you're Everton now, if you're Sean Dyche in the dressing room, are you saying go at them a bit more? You know they can be penetrated.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing every time, right? With Tottenham, with this mentality of we never stop, which is what Ange Ball is, right? He says it all the time, or he used to say it when he was at Chelsea. What that means is that the system doesn't change when you're 1-0 up, 2-0 up, 3-0 up. You don't really tuck in. And Everton got hold of that ball in the 33rd minute and decided to have a go. And the high line remained. Vicario, as much as he's been spectacular at the back in terms of when he's on his line making shot stopping, he got in the way of 5 shots on target, which is brilliant. But when he's been on that kind of edge of the area, he's been a little bit kind of his decision making's been a little bit questionable. He's come out, he had to do that diving header, which was unnecessary. He almost could have, on a different day, could have given away a penalty when Calvert-Lewin picked it over the top of him. It wasn't given. Like if I'm Sean Dyche, I'm saying pepper balls into the box. They look a little bit nervy aerially. You're better in the air. Keep going. Get the ball to the left. Ping it over the top to the right. Get the ball to the right. Ping it over the top to the left. Because as always, Tottenham have the inverted fullbacks, and Pedro Porro clearly has been given the invitation to get forward. But I didn't think Emerson Royale would. But actually, Emerson Royale did get forward in that first half, and I thought he played really well. So when they win the ball back, when Everton win the ball back, I think the instruction, if I'm Sean Dyche, is you get the ball and you ping it the first chance you get, because there will be massive amounts of space, because Tottenham commit too many players forward. When you're 2-0 up, you don't need to commit that much, as much as you do when you're 0-0 or 1-0 up. But when you're committing that men forward, both on the right and the left-hand side, if you win the ball back, don't dwell on it. Get it, lay it off to the first guy, and then let that guy ping it into the corners. And if I'm Jack Harrison, Dwight McNeil, and James Garner, and by the way, James Garner, I think, has been really impressive. He gets back and wins the ball, and then he also is getting forward and getting involved in and around the penalty area. So, for me, I
completely agree. I completely agree with you. I think Royale and Porro have been brilliant outlets going forward.
But there's the space behind them, right? There's the space behind them when they lose the ball.
But it's also Porro, for me, for as good as he is as a footballer, I think he has too many moments in a game which are a bit lackadaisical, if I'm being brutally honest.
That pass in the 40th minute was unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's a a low ground pass has got less likelihood of going astray. When you start chipping the ball basically towards your own penalty area's D, then you're increasing the and I think he was chipping it to Romero or to Ben Davies. You're not chipping it to a Bentancur or a Bissouma. Yeah, listen, I think we're inviting problems that we don't need to have, and I think this sometimes is the problem with, and I'm not asking for us to change it, because listen, take the bitter with the better with Ange Ball. It is what it is. But this system, you could be 2-0 up, and if you're still going at the same momentum, the same intent to get everyone forward and go for a third, go for a fourth, then all you got to do is take your foot off the accelerator for a second. The ball gets picked off you, and smart teams will know where the holes are, and the holes are always going to be in the fullback positions, because they've committed forward, and that's what Everton did really well in the last 20 minutes of that game.
Yeah, I think what you said there was spot on. A lot of this is our own making. Yeah, a lot of what Everton did, I'm not knocking them. I think they saw a gap and they saw, hang on, Spurs are going to keep giving it away, and we did. Get back to what we did first sort of half an hour. Not everything needs to be 100 miles per hour, by the way. Not everything has to be 100 miles per hour. I'd like to see this half a little bit more controlled, not allowing them as much space in behind. But I'll go back to it. I'll keep saying it. One more, and the game's done anyway. One more, this game is done. So it's not all bad.
I agree with you, mate. Not everything. I think you've made a really good summary there in like 6 words. Not everything needs to be 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I think that's what Tottenham seem to be doing. I think that with time we'll learn that as a team.
Yeah,
I made this. I had this conversation. I think it was with Stelios on the phone like a while back. I was like, there needs to be a little bit more intelligence on the pitch. I don't think everything needs to come from the manager. I think some of the players on the pitch need to recognize what's happening in the game.
Yep.
And feel the vibe and adapt to it. I'm not always sure that we've got that. We haven't got that necessarily. That kind of. I'm not sure.
But that comes with experience and age, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Like if you look, Van der Ven's young, Porro's still young, Adogie's young, Vicario's young, Papa Sarr, Brennan Johnson, Kulu. Yeah. How many of these players have been there, seen it, and done it?
Yeah, and Ben Davies and Sonny, and neither of them are particularly vocal.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But I think you need someone on that pitch in the midfield to be able to turn around and kind of go, like, I'm seeing what's happening here. There's a shift. Like, let's slow it down. Relax. You saw Vicario trying to do it at the end, which was
Eric Dyer's
coming on. What does that mean?
Ange, what you doing? Big Eric Dyer?
Hang about. What does that mean?
Oh, no. I never want to see that.
Romero must be off because Ben Davies is running out. Romero's off. Romero's injured. He got injured in the first minute.
Oh, good. Back to Eric Dyer.
Oh no, I'm going to go and get a beer. It's going to be a long half.
I'll tell you what. I'll give Sean some credit while he's gone. Actually, all that conversation of when needed, who's he going to put in, Phillips or Dyer? We've got the answer.
We know the answer. Yeah.
I'm disappointed, but
how do I go back to this?
I'll tell you what. If you're Everton, you're encouraged by that, aren't you?
Massively. What's Romero? What's gone on with Romero? How injured is he? Why has he come off? Please God, don't tell me that we're about to get Van der Ven back. We've just lost Romero. I'll be back in 1 second, mate.
No worries, mate. No worries. Right, let us know in the chat. What do you think? Dyer in, Romero off. Hey, it is what it is. We've got to deal with it. But Bill, I agree. If I'm any of these kids, I'm asking for a transfer. He really can't rate Phillips or Dorrington, can he? If we're back to putting Eric Dyer in the team. But listen, it is what it is, and hopefully Eric Dyer has a comfortable game. Because if they did change this score around, it wouldn't say a lot for that, would it? But hey, it is what it is. And we've got to make sure we just give him hardly anything to do. But again, a poor pass out the back again. They're in again. Oh. I'll tell you what. A lot of these problems are of our own making. Again, sloppy out the back. We just did the same thing again there, Sean. If you saw it, that we're playing the ball out from left back, gave the ball away, and they slipped in, and we defended the cross. But we've got to switch on a bit here. We've really got to switch on. We started this second half the way we ended the first.
Mate, not good.
Oh, Eric Dyer, he's back. The return of Eric Dyer.
I'm really worried now. What does that mean for Romero? What does that mean? If you come off at half time,
let's hope it's precautionary. Burnley are 1-0 up away at Fulham. By the way, the bloke that just scored for Burnley, good player. Wilson Odobert, good player. Right, I think
I like Burnley. I like Coley Osho.
Yeah, he's a good player as well. They got some good little footballers. I just don't know if they've got enough goals in them. Yeah. But right, come on, Spurs. This is what we need to do a bit more. This end. That's a great ball.
Get down there.
Oh, whip that in.
All right. Ball comes in.
No.
Too low for Richarlison.
I hope that the
go on, Brennan.
The Romero situation is precautionary, because if it's a long-term injury, then that first day of January, I want to see a Todibo side. Do you know what I mean?
Todibo and Tosin and Lloyd Kelly.
Right, come on, Spurs. Let's
How are you? Oh, the referee was giving that free kick. I'm about to go mental.
Yeah, good point, Mark Bentley. Now, Romero's he's only one yellow away from a suspension as well. So, listen.
Oh, does that stop today? No, it's not from the next game. It's next game, isn't it? It's after right, Brighton.
So all he's got to do is 90 more minutes, not getting a yellow card.
If he's fit. But he took that knock, didn't he, in the first 30 seconds of the game?
Nottingham Forest. 10-man Nottingham Forest and 1-0 up at home to Bournemouth.
Sorry, Ollie Skip there. Goal. What are you doing, Ollie Skip, mate? What are you absolutely... Your touch.
He's not good enough.
Not good enough.
You know what, Sean? I always say this. I always say this about Ollie Skip. Players like him, players like Winks. If Ollie Skip hadn't come from our youth team,
we wouldn't have
Spurs had gone and signed him, and this is what you get, we'd all be absolutely annihilating whoever scouted him, wouldn't we?
100%. 100%.
Tells you he's not good enough. Tells you he's not good enough. He shouldn't be at Tottenham. Sorry. I'd be looking to loan him out and top of the Championship, bottom of the Premier League.
He's homegrown. This is why it's so important that we get a homegrown player in, because it makes easier decisions around the homegrowns we currently have.
Yeah,
which is why I'm on board with a loan for Calvin Phillips or a Conor Gallagher. Or I was going to do a stream this week. I don't know if you want to be a part of it. Because I think that the homegrown thing is really important, right? You look at the homegrowns we have; they're not good enough. You've got Brennan Johnson and go on, Richarlison. Go on, Sonny.
That's a great ball. Oh, is it? Oh.
I think that acquiring a new homegrown player of high quality, even if maybe even two, would make decisions around players like Sessegnon, Skippy, Ben Davies a lot easier. And so, who are the best homegrown talents that are available out there? You've got players like Marcus Edwards at Sporting. You've got the Lloyd Kellys. You've got the Illing Jr. at Juve. You've got Conor Gallagher. You've got, Calvin Phillips. The fella at Chelsea, Trevor Chalobah. There's a few. Oh, no! What have you done, Emerson? You've given the ball away. Don't lie on the ground. Oh, no! Emerson!
What an awful goal to concede. Dreadful goal to concede. Right, we're asking for something.
Looking for a foul on Emerson Royale.
Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah, I was going to have a look.
I mean, No, not for me. I just think that's weak defending. No, if you watch it from that angle, no, he's just dillied.
No chance.
He's dillied and dallied on the ball. Oh,
it's happening again, though, isn't it?
I don't think that's a foul.
It's happening again.
I mean, if they give that, we're lucky. I don't think that's a foul. I'll tell you what, this is a stroke of luck if we get this, because
he's gone to the monitor. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he has. I'm not scrolling to the bottom of the chat, so I don't see them ruin it for me. Not for me.
It's got to be a foul.
Do you think?
Yeah, he smashed him in the back of the kney.
Oh, I don't think he smashed him. I'd be so disappointed if that was given against Spurs.
And he's got his foot as well.
I think we're very lucky if we get this.
He's gone to the monitor. 99.99% of monitor reviews are overturned. So,
come on, what are you going to give?
Come on.
What's he given?
That's my camera.
Oh, he's disallowed it.
Yes,
I'll tell you what, Sean.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, my camera's gone. Hang on.
I'll tell you what. We need to use that moment to kickstart this second half, because we have been awful. Since half an hour gone, we've been awful. I think that was very weak. I thought that was awful from Royale, if I'm honest.
100%. But it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call.
Absolutely.
I actually don't. I blame Emerson a little bit. I actually blame Vicario. Vicario's been brilliant with his shot stopping, but this is the third or fourth time there where he's given he's been weirdly just unnecessarily risky. Come on, Tottenham, wakey, it's Christmas. Don't ruin my Christmas. Don't ruin my Christmas.
Yeah, I just think that's weak. I think.
Oh man, I think that's look. It might be weak generally, but I think your take on general free kicks and stuff are that there's too much weakness in the referee.
Yeah.
You've seen them given, right? So you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's turned into a very weak game. The game of football. I think everything's a foul. Oh, everything's a foul nowadays. Look, main thing is we got the decision, right?
Yeah.
But we have got to wake up here because it has been.
No, it's a hamstring for Romero. Oh no, that's a hammy. There's always something.
For who? Oh my
Romero.
God, we're giving it away again. What is wrong with us?
Romero's just been shown on the bench with a hat with ice pack on his hammy.
Oh,
that's not good, mate.
Hamstrings are not the one you want to be injuring, man. Maybe he just wants Christmas and New Year off.
Well, we've been through that last Christmas with him, didn't we?
yeah. Oh, we know what you're doing, Romero.
No World Cup this time, Christian. Come on, bro.
Christian Romero wants a massive plate of Christmas dinner.
He wants to go and get an Argentinian steak. I know what he's doing. Come on,
I'll tell you what, that's a wonderful comment. All right, Savva, it's weak, but we take it. If you don't like it, support Everton.
What's he said?
Someone's told me to support Everton because I said it was a weak. Yeah, you know what, Luke, you are bang on. 41 years of supporting Spurs, right? I'm now Everton. Sod it. Changing team.
If you can't see what the referee's doing, mate, you can F off down to Goodison. I think that's what Henry would say right now.
You know what I love about people who write messages like this? Like, at what point did his brain say, yeah, this is an intelligent thing to type? Like, at what point did he? Oh, come on, man. Becky. Right.
Let's go. On. Look at Brennan Johnson.
That's a lovely ball. Come on.
Make it fast. Move.
And again, you got another bite of the cherry. Put it back. Didn't quite drop. Yeah, somebody's put their F off down to Merseyside.
F off down to Merseyside, yeah.
It's just down the road from me. It's just down the road.
You can't see what the referee's doing, mate. Let's go. Come on.
Right. Let's use that as a bit of a springboard, shall we? Because
that's a bigger let off than Lizzo drinking 10 Diet Cokes and 3 Courage. I don't get the reference. I don't know who Lizzo is, but I'm sure it's bang on the money. Come on, Tottenham. Oh, mate. What is going on? Oh no, someone else is injured now. Pape Sarr's down injured. Pedro Porro looks tired. He can't get back.
Oh my God, hang on, they're in here.
Oh, well done, Ped. He's got his 4th gear.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, Richie!
I'll tell you what has happened to us since the 30th minute? This has been...
Great teams don't do this. Great teams don't just fall asleep, do they? We've literally kind of just...
It's been horrible for about half an hour now, isn't it?
We need a change.
Oh. See, now that's not soft. That
he lands on it. That's a deliberate one, isn't it?
I don't know if it's a deliberate one. I don't think it was deliberate. I'd like to see it from another angle, but that looks painful. Oh.
Yeah, we're switching off, Jessica. We're switching off, mate.
The comeback is on Leighton Orient.
If you're new around these here parts today, please make sure you've hit the like button and the subscribe, whichever channel you're watching on, and then get to the title above you or below you, and hit the link to the other person's, either mine or Savva's, and then go and hit the like and the subscribe over there as well. That's all we ask. We don't need any Christmas gifts, just a little subscribe love would be great. Go on, Ollie Skip. What are we doing here? Oh, it's a decent ball. Come on, Brennan. This is what you paid, mate. Big bucks.
Come on. God, what was that? God, come on. Right now is when somebody needs to get the rest of the team by the scruff and say,
I think you need a Højbjerg here, mate, if I'm honest.
Focus.
I think Pierre-Emile Højbjerg comes on and is the sort of guy that will come on and just like bark at people and get them going straight.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Of the options we have, you don't want Veliz coming on, do you? You don't want, you got Lo Celso or Højbjerg, the options really. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Everton are dominating us. What we doing?
We just look so poor. It's chalk and cheese for the first half an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to blame this on.
Who is that to? Geez, come on.
So poor. I love that. Sean, can you play those things behind you, or are they for decoration?
Well, the guitars?
Apparently, that's what someone's asked.
Yeah, I can play them, yeah. I haven't played them for a while, to be honest, but they probably are more decorations at the moment, but yeah.
And Newcastle, I believe, have equalised at Luton.
And
right, go on, Sonny. Go on, whip that in.
Handball! Oh.
I love it. My kind of more calm to Sean's.
I'm very calm today. Back post! Oh, what you Brennan Johnson, mate. You've been. I think you know what? Johnson off, Kulusevski out wide, Lo Celso into the 10, Højbjerg in for Skip. Double change.
Nuno, who made us proud, has gone from 1-0 up to 2-1 down in 5 minutes. Dominic Solanke scoring again. He's got both today, by the way. So he's now got, I believe...
I've got him in my fantasy.
He's now scored as many goals as Son this season. He's got 10 goals for the season.
He's a brilliant. Would you take him at Tottenham, by the way?
No, I don't think I would. I'd need to see more consistency. He's in a good patch.
He's a homegrown player, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, look, we definitely need some homegrown. I just don't know for what they would charge for him as well. Well, I reckon he's worth about 30 million. What Bournemouth will reckon he's worth.
Yeah,
so then,
I
reckon, well, he's English. They're going to want 50, 60, which is mad. But good defending that time, Royale. Good defend him. The Newcastle goal's gone to VAR for anyone that cares.
Richie, ref! Good boy, Richie. Come on, Tottenham! Do not waste this chance. So many chances for Tottenham today. Newcastle are drawing, maybe. Arsenal and Liverpool play tonight. That's a draw. This could be a perfect weekend for Tottenham if we just keep it together, Becky.
So poor. Come on.
Disallowed goal for Newcastle.
Yeah, disallowed. Everything's going our way. We've got to capitalise. Man United losing. Newcastle losing, Villa drawing, disallowed goals. Come on, Spurs. We can't. So far, someone up there in the football gods is on our side. So let's not. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Great ball. Oh my God.
Oh my God. We are living a charmed life, I believe they call it, Sean.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's
going on. Is that Garner again?
What a lovely ball that was, by the way.
Did he? Was it the?
Yeah.
Oh,
Garner.
I thought it just went wide. Did he hit the post?
No, he hit the post.
Oh, come on, Spurs.
Cario
this is
nowhere there as well. Oh, Ollie Skip's not the player to play.
Oh, look. Oh, no. Oh my God! What are we? What has happened to us? Right, come on. Let's go. Right, 5v5 here. Come on.
Look back post towards Richie. Look up. Oh, you've cut inside. Oh, fuck off, Brennan Johnson, mate. Get off the pitch, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I've not seen anything this season that has made me realise, as Højbjerg's coming on, Højbjerg's coming on for Richarlison.
What are we doing? Oh, he's hurt. Is he injured? No, he's not. He's
so,
just upset.
Højbjerg into the middle. Kulu out
Is he
wide.
hurt again? He looks
Son
like
up
he's
top.
hurt. It's like he's holding his back.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Well,
Mike Barrow in the chat. Can you calm down, please? I don't understand. Just calm down a little bit, my friend. We know more about other games than the watch along. What do you mean? We've been talking about the whole game. Oh, dearie me.
Oscar.
Yeah, I was saying, hang on, the Great Escape could be on for Leyton Orient up at Bolton, 3-2. Maybe those fans are going to have a good journey home.
3-2. Oh, that's an interesting second half. Yeah, nice. Go on, the Leyton.
Right, we're now back to an Antonio Conte team, aren't we?
Wow.
Højbjerg, Dyer, Skip, Davis, Dyer, Royale. Do you know what I mean? Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on here. So Richarlison's injured, is he? Is that what we're saying? Are we assuming that? Or what we? So Sonny's now gone. Sonny's to the 9. Who's playing on the left?
Kulu, sure. Must be Kulu, mustn't it?
Oh, Kulu on the left. Yeah, Kulu on the left. Okay. I'm interested in seeing Kulu on the left anyway, to be honest. But I don't.
So Kulu left, Johnson right, Sonny down the middle, and they're bringing on.
So in the 10 is going to be Højbjerg. No, Sar's in the 10. Or I guess maybe we're just doing a flat middle 3 now.
Yeah. It looks like we've dropped a bit deeper. I tell you what, this is underwhelming. This has
got disaster written all over it. I've just got a really horrible feeling about this.
I tell you what, if they get one, I'm going to take back all my. This will be a comfortable afternoon. I don't know what has happened to us.
It's not been comfortable since I said this is the most comfortable thing in the world.
I know. Since I said, I'm not worried at all. I'm just sitting here chilling.
You know, it's like when you get on a mattress and you go, "This is the most comfiest bed I've ever been on," and then within 5 seconds, every spring in the mattress breaks, and then you're lying there with a lumpy bed all night long. Let's go, Sonny!
Go on, Sonny!
Come on, take him on,
There's the ball. There's the ball. That's the right ball. Go on, son! Oh, good defending.
What defending? What defending? Is that Patterson?
No, I think was that Tarkowski?
Oh, Tarkowski. Yeah. Wow. Mike, we are talking about Tottenham.
Mike, stop now.
What's going on, Mike?
It's getting a little bit silly now. Come on. We've been talking Spurs for... We're 2.5 hours into...
We're just discussing what else is happening as it's happening. Oh, yeah, my stream's just dropped.
So has mine.
Yeah, just press refresh.
I'm back. Yeah, at the risk of being tied off by Mike Barrow, Burnley are 2-0 up at Fulham. Burnley.
Wow. That's a good result for Burnley, that is.
Sorry for everyone else for talking about the Burnley game, but it's Burnley 0. It's Fulham 0, Burnley 2. Sander Berg.
Who's injured now?
Is that Decky?
Oh, get back! Oh, no. Well done, Ollie Skip.
Oh, my God. We are.
Oh.
This is the worst I've seen. Do you think this is the worst we've played all season?
Well, not for the first half an hour was spectacular.
But I'm talking about right now, like since the 30th
right now,
minute.
Yeah, we just lost all our shape.
Yeah, it's gone, isn't it?
We've got a lot of good players that have gone off injured. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I think you're right. Like, the team looks quite reminiscent of a Conte system. I really hope none of those guys are injured.
Oh, yeah.
Pinball! Get rid of it! Oh, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
I think you're in front of me here. I think you must be in front of me.
66.54 I'm on. What are you on?
Press refresh. 66.50.
Oh, refresh. Just refresh the stream.
Yeah, I've refreshed it, man. I'm on 67.08.
Yeah, we're on the same then.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. A little glitch. I'll tell you what, they're just growing in confidence here, aren't they?
Yeah.
This is what we've got to do now. Almost go on the counter.
Go on, Sonny. No, he's got the ball. Done well. How are we getting penned in at home?
I know. This is madness.
This is Everton.
Gee, they're pinging it about like we were.
Incredible what confidence can do.
Well
done, Emerson Royale. Well done, Emerson Roy bloody Yao. If I eat any more peanuts, I'm going to look like a peanut. Bugsy's home. Can hear her going crazy.
Hello, Bugsy.
Can you hear her?
Yes. Hello. So I'm surprised you can't hear Stewie. He's snoring behind me.
Is he? Good boy.
Yeah. Listen, he spends 23 hours of the day asleep, this thing. Like, I might as well not have him. You know what I
mean? I wish Bugsy would sleep. I get out of bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go for a wee or whatever, and I walk past her room and she's just staring like that. I'm like, why are you asleep?
Daddy's up. Right, let's get rid of this.
I swear she barely ever
hang on. Oh, good tackle. Was that Royale?
No!
Oh, tell you what. This is going to end up being this is going to end up being one of them games where you go, well, we held on at the moment.
Yeah. I don't want us to, if we concede though. I feel like we need a little bit more creativity. I don't know why.
Yeah, but we spoke about this at the beginning of the game.
Rebalance it a little bit.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Oh, he's given a free kick. Oh.
It is possible for a human to have kittens. Oh, is it possible? Brilliant, mate. It's terrible. You're on 68 minutes where you are. We're 69. Oh, that was a minute ago anyway. So we're about the same. Howling. What's Daishi having a burp pop about?
Sorry, what? Do you know what? I don't actually know what it is I say that people think I've said. Like, big up Bugsy. She's giving the team more support than Savva. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done.
Mate, I'm on board with you on this one, mate. I think. Oh, rid of it! Jesus!
I don't know what I've actually said.
Wake up, mate! Let's go, Dex.
Go on.
Come on.
Right, what you got? Nothing. I just never enjoy him out wide. In the middle, I think he's very good. Out wide, yeah. I don't enjoy him, but needs must.
I agree, mate. How about Luke Khan? Luke Khan is saying she's giving the team more support. Yeah. Listen, I think Savva and I are both on the same page here. Good first half an hour. Terrible last 40 minutes. I don't know. For me, it's a big risk, right? But if you were to take off a Skippy, move Højbjerg back into like the 6, keep Sarr in the 8, and then bring on a Lo Celso to try and get on the ball and try
I agree.
And down. But is that a lot of risk? Is that unnecessary risk? Like, are we demonstrating we're hanging on by keeping this sort of system? We got Eric Dyer and Ben Davies playing in the centre backs. Like, do we need to protect them? Or
I think
this reminds me a little bit of playing Wolves again.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, whilst it's 2-0, it's fine. Right? Whilst it's 2-0, I think if they get a goal, then I think you need to change something. But I mean, yeah, this is
I'd rather give them something to think about. I
agree with you.
Here we go, coming on.
Well, there you go. Lo Celso's coming on. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. There you go. Yeah, I think we need to give them something to think about, because at the moment it's just like, they've gone, Tottenham are sitting in now trying to protect their lead. Let's just go after it. You bring on Lo Celso, now hopefully they're going to have to think a little bit more about what we're doing. You know, they can't commit that much forward. Ref! Sorry.
I love how Mikalenko looked shocked that it was a foul. Like, he was like, what? What do you mean?
Just trot all over. I've got to be honest, Brennan Johnson must be coming off here, please. Or actually, maybe skip. I don't know what they're going to do here.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be one of those two. Who is it? Number 20?
Brennan Johnson.
I'm not on board with Brennan Johnson at the moment. First season and all
a
that.
Lot to learn. A lot.
Early days, but
28.
Papa Sarr. So a midfielder, Skip, Højbjerg, and Lo Celso.
So Brennan Johnson staying out on the right. Is that the end of our substitute options? I think it is, right? We've had 3. So you had the Romero injury. That was at half time. I think you get a spare one at half time, don't you? If you take off a player at half time, I think you get an extra one. So we've got one more change that we can make. But then obviously there's going to be no time to see.
So many rules to football nowadays. I don't even know what they are anymore.
Look at Porro, still running like a champion. Sarr took that knock. Oh yeah, got trodden, didn't he? Mate, you know what? For the first time ever, I'm actually concerned if Richarlison has got hurt his back. I don't think. Oh, well done, Ollie Skip. What a challenge, mate. The one part of his game that I think he's very, very, very good at is slight defensive tackle on the recovery.
Hang on, go on. Playing Decky. Right, Decky. Good ball. Put it across. Oh, good idea. I like the idea, just not the execution. Good idea, though.
Got to rebalance this, guys. We've got to get more into the game. Come on.
The only reason for taking Sarr off would be for injury, right? Otherwise, I can't.
Yeah, he's got an injury. He doesn't get tired. He must be injured as well. Can you imagine if we walk away from this game with the 3 points and they go, yeah, unfortunately, Romero's got a hammy for 6 weeks. Sarr has done something to his knee. We need a scan on it, but he doesn't look good. And Richarlison, it was his pubic bone last month. Now it's his tailbone. We don't know. God, oh, Decky, look at the strength.
Gets it. Oh, good strength. Good strength, that. Brilliant play from Kulu there.
He's so strong. He just shoulders someone and goes, not today.
See you later. Good. I'll tell you what, I don't think he could have really done any more with a shot either. It was just a tight angle, good save, great all-round play.
With his left foot on his left side.
Nottingham Forest have equalised against Bournemouth.
What a save.
Nuno doing them proud.
Sarr's also on yellow cards. Good point.
Yeah, yellow card and injured. Yeah. Right. Oh.
It's interesting that Surf. It's interesting that they put Decky on the left and they've kept Brennan on the right, because before at the start against Arsenal, it was Decky on the right, Brennan on the left. So they've obviously gone. Well, Brennan Johnson's better on the right than he is.
Oh,
that'll do.
Yeah,
well done, Eric Dyer.
Big Dyer. Get him in the team and leave him in the team forever. Give him a new 5-year contract.
I told you all. Eric Dyer ahead of Ash Phillips. Let's go. I'm kidding. I don't want Eric Dyer near this football club anymore. I was wrong about that.
Oh, God. Oh,
Jesus.
Oh.
What was Eric Dyer doing? What he does, just sticking a lazy left. Look at Eric Dyer here. He just sticks a lazy boot out behind him to try and stop it. Like, what is that, mate?
Yeah, it's. God, again, just carved into us so easily.
Could be a corner kick, by the way.
Yeah, I think Skippy did well there, didn't he? Right, come on.
Oh, Sonny. Look at Sonny. Go on, boy.
Right, okay, nice. Oof. So I work being a Spurs fan. Even when we're in good moments, we like to scare our fans, don't we?
It's 15 minutes, mate. 15 minutes.
I think we will hold on. I don't think they've got firepower.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
Nice. Oh, I thought it had enough legs on it there.
Ex-Tottenham Dan Juma's come on. When did he come on?
Was that Dan Juma, was it?
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't even know he came on.
Surely it won't be Dan Juma back to
doing that.
House, will it? Oh no!
One of them at the end.
I just don't think they've got. I don't think they've got goals in them. Their team, which is good for us, considering how it's going. Go on. No. Tarkowski is a good player, isn't he?
Very good. Very good.
I think he's an old school defender. He's an old school defender. Who are they bringing on now? Oh, Beto, the other striker.
Mate, I had £20 on 2-0 Everton, 2-0 Tottenham, Richarlison to score first, and Christian Romero yellow card. If that had come in, we're talking over £1,000, but Romero's gone off.
THFC are back. I like this new Savva being positive. I'm positive when there's something to be positive about. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't positive under Conte, no.
Yeah, all my bets are done.
Right, get out. Get out. Oh, God. I expect that we're going to have to do a lot of defending here from high balls and good gas here. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what you want your keeper to come out. Right, that's it. This is where we've got to hurt them.
Go yourself,
Sonny.
Go yourself. That's not a good pass, mate. Not a good pass at all. Well done, Højbjerg. Trying to fight with Dyer, with Dyche.
Dyche versus Højbjerg, I reckon, will be a good scrap.
That'd be a
great fight, wouldn't it? I reckon Dyche has still got it in him.
Yeah, he's a little the old 1-2, little left, little left.
Hang on, Dan Juma 1-on-1 with Porro.
Well done.
In the end, we did in the end. Nice.
Oh, it's good football.
I think this is going to be a lot of end-to-end kind of stuff now, isn't it?
Oh, we're playing good football.
Go on.
Look, L1 lob. L1 through pass.
L1 through pass. Go on.
In across to Royale. Sonny!
Sonny, it's it. Oh, Sonny. That was awful.
Terrible choice, Sonny. He looks like he's in pain as well. No, he's okay. No, he's okay.
Oh.
Hey, Son's been poor all game.
Whew.
Sorry, that's Bugsy coming in saying,
no,
Shawnee, when is my last walk of the day? Bugsy, it ain't happening, mate. It ain't happening. Come on, let's Celso. Let's go. Oh. Guys, just so you know, at the end
of this... God, hang on, Sean, hang on.
Eric Dyer!
Big Eric Dyer. 5-year contract minimum.
Give that man a new contract.
Tadibo who? Yeah. Tadibo, Jean-Claire Dyer. That's what we need.
Jean-Claire Tadibo.
Jean-Claire. Oh, right. Concentrate, everybody. Get your heads on the game. They got some big buggers in that box.
Oh, no. Something's happened.
Oh. This is going to be a very interesting last 10 minutes.
Oh, I got a terrible feeling about this now.
Oh,
how did that happen?
I forgot that Andre Gomez even existed.
I can't believe that. What good finish.
It was a good finish.
It's off Skippy, innit? But Vicario's not getting anywhere near it anyway.
No, that's a
No, he hasn't even hit Skippy.
Oh,
absolute shit.
When you said something had happened, why? How did you know?
Because someone put it in the comments.
Oh yeah, see, I don't go to the bottom. I don't go. Yeah. I don't go to the bottom. I learnt my lesson, and I've actually I've put Sky Sports News in time with with me as well. Oh my God! Right, who's down now? Is that Brennan?
Brennan Johnson.
I don't know how you have a member. You have a member who just abuses your channel. I don't know how you allow it.
All right, Mike, what's going on with you, bro? What's going on, pal?
Mike Barrow.
Mate, right. Listen, you're in a bad mood today, Mike. You haven't got to be here, mate. So,
right, switch your heads on, right? We've got to get through 7 minutes plus injury time without anyone doing anything silly. That's all we need. That's all we need. Just nothing silly from anyone.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, good save. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, they're opening us up like a can of worms.
I'm going to have to hide the comments because I don't want to see what's going on before I see it. So what a save. What a save from Vicario. Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you what, this has been, I'll be honest. I know we can't keep saying our first half hour was good. This has been a horrible performance. This has been horrible. Get it out.
Oh, it's off the line.
Oh, it's off the line. And now he's, oh God, Vicario, well done. Jesus Christ.
Sam, hit the refresh button on your things. I think you're like 2 seconds behind me. See if it jumps into 8407, 8408. What is going on, Tottenham?
84-12.
Yeah, I think we're at the same now. Yeah.
I'll tell when you get to 84-20 now.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we're on the same. Yeah. Ben Davies does magnificently well there. It's off the line. Vicario's got nowhere near that. If Thingy's not there, if Ben Davies isn't there, that is in the back of the net. Vicario.
Sean, you need to change the score, mate. Dixon Cider said we've got Savva back. Horrible performance. Listen, Dixon Cider, I call any situation the way it is. If we're good, we're good. If we're horrible, we're horrible. That has nothing to do with positive or negative. It's just calling what I see, mate. All right. That's all it is. Right.
Sorry, comment section. I'm not going to bring up any comments now for the next 5 minutes because if I look for them, then I'm going to see if something happens. And some of you guys are ahead of us. I ask you guys not to put things in the comments before it's on our screen, but so I'm just going to have to leave the comments back for a minute. But we're still.
I've turned them off as well for the last 5. I've turned them off.
I'm too nervous for this. Just for what it's worth, though, guys. At 5, or as soon as this game is over, we're going to redirect you all straight into a post-match show where we're going to talk for a little while about what's happened, and hopefully all have. Oh no!
Oh my! Has your app just dropped?
Yeah, it was all right. Just refresh it. It's fine. Oh, come on, Tottenham! Hold on! Jesus Christ!
Oh my gosh!
What's going on? Oh, Danjuma's just absolutely.
Oh my God! Who was that?
Danjuma. I can hear Stewie now.
That's Frank.
That's Frank.
Do you know what that means? That means he's been asleep downstairs. When he wakes up for a dream, he does that. He gets scared. He doesn't know where he is. He's an idiot. He's just an absolute idiot. Right, come on, someone get your head on this. Let's clear this.
Let it go. Let it go. Take your time. How are we been on the back foot for?
Like, I know we can talk about injuries, but I'm sorry, we're playing against players like Danjuma, Garner, Patterson. Do you know what I mean? This is not. Frank,
they're trying to give Everton a penalty. Unbelievable. He's just pushing Sonny pushing Sonny, got hold of his shirt, pushing him backwards. Sonny then gets forced into the backwards foot of an Everton player. The Everton player falls over. They're trying to, the commentators I'm listening to are trying to suggest that that's an Everton penalty.
Never.
Oh no, let's go. Come on, Tottenham. Just calm it down. You're rushing again.
Yeah,
you're absolutely rushing.
I'll tell you what.
The ref's desperate to let Everton score one.
One of you, yeah, thank you for. One of you, just mop it up. Surely not. Surely we're gonna
get there, Mick.
Get there, Vicario. He's got there.
Just relax yourself. 2 minutes plus. There's probably going to be quite a few minutes of stoppage time as well.
Yeah, this is going to be the big interesting thing, isn't it? How many minutes do they hold up? I reckon there'll be 6. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I watched the game the other night when there was 17 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember which game it was. 17 minutes. Almost even the players sort of looked as if like...
Well played. Yeah, come on.
That's a lovely ball. That's a lovely ball.
Come on, Brennan. Do something, mate.
Right, who's up there with him? Today. Who's supporting him?
Chance! Oh! No. Offside. Come on! Come on, Tottenham!
I'll tell you what, this is going to be a...
Mate, I need to lie down.
I was ready to change. After half an hour, I was ready to change my 3-1 prediction to 5-0. I don't know what.
Everybody got us, Alex.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. How long's the 4th official going to put up? Now I know how Man United feel.
Get there. Well done. Take your time. Time, Vic. Get yourself in the fetal position. Roll it down. Listen to him. He's trying to have a word. It's got to be at least 27, Moff.
How long? I reckon 6. It is 6. Oh. Right, come on, Spurs. 6 minutes. Surely we can hold on for 6 minutes. Not if you give it away like that, you can't. That was crap from Højbjerg, that was. Come on, man. You've been brought on as the steady head.
Well done, Pedro Porro.
Nice. Tell you what, he's causing some issues, Dan Schumer, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, he's got space down there, though. That's the problem, isn't it?
God. Right.
Come on, 5 more minutes. 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Nice. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, my God.
Well done.
Oh, nice.
You haven't got to play it out all the way. Okay, do what you got to do. Look for Decky.
Oh, nice. Right.
Oh, look at Pedro. Nuts. Oh, what are you going to do, Johnson?
I don't like him out on the left. I really don't like him on the left. Right, okay. Keep calm.
Oh, fuck, ref, what are you doing, mate? Get out of it! You absolute shambles of a referee! That's a disgrace. It's off the ball. It had nothing to do with what was going on. Referee.
It's all right. 4.5 minutes, Spurs. Surely we can hold 4.5 minutes.
So important that we hold on here.
Massively important. Just get rid. Just nothing fancy. Just get rid. Good. We'll take that all day long.
Time all day long. Now fall over.
Fetal position.
Fetal position. You know the rules.
Oh my gosh, it's not good for your health,
in your
is
mouth,
it?
Put your thumb in. Mama.
Right, 4 minutes. Come on, Spurs.
I don't think I've ever seen Vicario hoof the ball long once. Why are we doing that suddenly? Let it go out. Let it go out. Let it go out. Well done, Benjamin.
I think just keep forcing them to do that, and we're all good. Keep forcing them.
3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Huge, because Newcastle are still losing with 3 minutes in their game to go. So this is huge.
Mate, this is important, massively important. That means we go into Christmas in fourth.
Yeah, massively important.
3 points off top tonight, right? Right now.
Yeah.
Is that right? Am I right in thinking that?
I don't actually. I don't.
Oh, Ollie Skip, mate. What the bloody hell was that, bro? What the hell was that, Skip? He's not good enough as a footballer.
No, he's not.
The only thing he's got about him is he's got a good engine. He runs around like a headless chicken, and he gets back and can do defensive work. Well done,
Nice.
Gio Lo Celso.
Nice tracking back that.
Oh, Gio.
Nice.
Good ball.
Nice.
It's all you,
What
Sonny.
you got, Sonny? What you got?
Oh!
I thought that was it. I thought that was.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my God!
No. 3 versus 2. We're fucked. We are fucked. Oh my God!
Oh God! We are. I'll tell you what. We are living a charmed life.
How do we go? How on God's green earth do we go from having one man up front with no one supporting him to suddenly being 3 against 2 defensively? Where's the other 7 players? Where is the other 7 players?
We need this whistle. We need this whistle now.
Sonny's 2 on his own. There's no one supporting him apart from Decky, who's too late. They turn around, put one lofted through ball up, and it's 3 men against 2 defensively. What's going on? Where's the other 7 players in the pitch? 90 seconds, Savva.
Come on. Well, even Spurs can do 90 minutes, surely.
Oh.
Yeah, I think, okay, cool. The clock's running down, mate. It's running down.
Ended up being a good game.
Yeah, but not for the reasons we thought.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Come on. 1 minute and 10 seconds. That's all we've got to do.
No. Come on, boys.
Oh.
Hit the bar.
They've hit the bar.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That
the flag was up. The flag was up.
Was it?
Let it go back to an offside.
Was the flag up? I'll check. Come on.
You can't just play on if the flag's up. What are we doing?
35 seconds. 30 seconds. Come on. Just, oh my, nothing silly for 30 seconds. Even Spurs can do this, right?
You can't just play on if the flag is up, ref.
I've got a feeling. I've got a feeling they put the flag up on the first bloke, but it wasn't him. Yeah, no, he was onside. It wasn't. It was the flag was up against the guy in the middle, not the guy who hit it.
Is that over
right?
The line? That's over the line, mate.
That's over the line. Have we got away with one?
Oh my God, we've got away with one. We've won it. That's hit Vicario's leg, and they didn't check it.
And we've won. I'll tell you what. No one can ever call us unlucky. We have had that was a horrible, horrible win. Jesus Christ. We can relax now?
I don't know.
Oh
my heart's going to come down.
Gosh, that was...
I don't know. Don't know if that was all of the ball, all of the line. Don't know what's happened. But we managed to get it done. Unbelievable stuff.
Wow.
Unbelievable game, really.
Somebody put in the chat, I've just given birth. Oh my gosh, that was...
Listen, what we're going to do, guys, you want to get first dibs on... I need to breathe for a second. We're going to go straight into the post-match fan highlight show right now. We're starting in 90 seconds.
Oh, they've shown that... Sorry, just looking at the goal decision. No, it wasn't over. It wasn't all over the line. No. Oh, it was like that. Like that.
Unbelievable.
Oh, someone loves us today in those football gods. Sorry, mate. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, not at all. Guys, listen, we're going to end this stream right there. Stay where you are. Don't go anywhere. In 30 seconds' time, you're going to be, well, in 10 seconds' time, you're going to be introduced into the next stream where we're going to talk about this, and we're going to get through all of your takes and your comments. But before we get anywhere further, can you just do us one last favor? If you haven't already, please smash the like button on whoever's channel you're in, and if you haven't already, go over to the other person's channel. Title is in the title, link is in the title. Smash the like and the subscribe there, and literally we're going to end off right now. Stay where you are. You're going to be redirected straight into the post-match channel, and we'll see you in a second. Like, subscribe, and comment, and as always, come on, you Spurs.